out of it, Dickens! Oh, so I suppose you're the ghost of jewellery maker to be? Yeah. What, are those the new deals that are coming up in the new year, are they? Well, we've got amazing deals on tools and tanzanite and labradorite. Well, I want in on this. Well, all right, I promise, I'll share. I'm a changed man now, yes, I want to share all my gemstones. Oh.
Merry Christmas, Governor.
Get out of it, Dunkdyke!
Ooh, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Hello everybody, welcome to Designer Inspiration. Thank you very much for joining me this afternoon. My name's Rebecca Redican. I'm joined by my wonderful team as usual today, and I'm also joined by someone relatively new to us here at Jewellery Maker. She has done a screen test with us, which was sort of a bit of a half-hour section with us, but this is her first full-on 4 hours. She's very, very excited. This is the wonderful polymer-loving Sue. Hi Sue, how are you?
Oh, very well, thank you. Sorry, am I in the right place? Oh yeah. Hi everyone.
Right.
I'm Becky. I'm just setting up for my first one, which I guess is called Christmas pudding. So hey, this is the Malteser-sized Christmas puddings.
Oh, you are getting prepared and ready. I tell you, she has got some beautiful treats for us today. Some lovely gift ideas as well, actually, which might give you some sort of a little bit different ideas of what to do, not just with your jewellery, but also to make lovely gifts for kind of the family to get involved with and to play with as well. So that could give you a little bit of a hint as to what we're looking at today. We've got a second designer inspiration today, which is also based around polymer, and it's something a little bit different. Talk to us about your second designer inspiration, Sue.
Chocolate Eclair, what a name. Oh, fabulous. This one I really fell in love with. I just love the purples and golds. It smacks of Christmas. It's just fabulous. I had such good fun. I couldn't stop making.
Oh, I'm glad you had fun with it. We can tell you have, because you've made so much from it. Made absolutely loads. We're going to be showing you how to actually set a cab in polymer in that one as well. So that may be something a little bit different for you to keep your eyes peeled for. I've got loads coming up today. I'm going to have a fast and speedy half hour of under £10 for you. I've also got some exquisite high-end gifts ready for the new year, ready for all of those new year parties that you might be going to. Let's get started. Producer Helena, where are we going, sweets? We're going to start with one of Sue's challenge strands. Now this is going to be your first ever challenge, Sue. How are you feeling?
Slightly daunted, but it's very excited. I just love gems, so whatever you give me is going to be fantastic.
Perfect. That's what we like to hear. Let's get started with this, shall we? This is one of Sue's challenge strands, and it's a marcasite. This has never ever been seen by itself before. The beautiful, beautiful marcasite. It's a very interesting gemstone. It's used a lot as an accent for diamonds. Have you got that picture of the rough for me, please? Lovely director Ryan. The rough of this is quite interesting because you can get what is called plumes. Now, can you see that kind of submetallic skin that we have running across the top of this? That's what we call an iron skin. It's a marcasite iron skin. And these are plumes of the marcasite. And can you see in the rough, actually it's quite a tricky gemstone to find, because as you can see, the rough itself doesn't look spectacularly exciting in some areas. You've kind of got areas that look kind of stone-like, almost marble-like, but then you get these beautiful bursts of almost that gold leaf just shimmering on the surface there. To take that from this that I have on my hand takes a lot of work, as you can imagine. Not only do they want to pick out the best bits, they want to pick out, you know, the lovely bits that have maybe a very delicate amount of skin. They want some that have loads and loads of it. We can't just pick kind of the area that perhaps has nothing to it. We want to pick an area so that every single one of these stones will have a beautiful little element of that metallic about it, and every single one of these does. On some of them we have absolutely loads, on some of them there's just a delicate sprinkle here and there, almost like a starlit sky. So there's plenty going on in here, and that takes a lot of work from the cutters of this gemstone to get it to this point. We then apply a dye, which is what makes this that gorgeous, very berry red colour, and of course we'll be shaping it into these beautiful leaf-like shapes, these drops, centre drill drops as well. You have got 10 mil on these, that's your size. If you do want these in time for Christmas, today is our last day that we can 110% say to you that if you get it on the premium delivery price, it's only an extra £2 postage and packaging, these will be with you in time for Christmas. So what I will say is, if you have got any last minute bits and bobs, if you've thought to yourself, I've got all my presents, and then you've remembered the cousin's friend's uncle's dog is coming. I don't know why you'd buy for them, but if that is you, maybe you've just forgotten you've got that last minute person, you want to make something. Today is that last day that we could definitely say to you can get those in. So do get your order in, and do just add, it's only an extra £2, and let's face it, for peace of mind, that's fab, isn't it? Your price point today for 120 carats worth is just £7.95 for you on this today. Never ever been seen by yourself. It's beautiful, it's rich, it's deep, it's got real interest to it. It's like lapis lazuli, but with an extra punch, with an extra interest to it. Not only is it red in colour, which of course lapis doesn't give to us, but it has got even more of those beautiful submetallic tones just wafting across the surface of these. It's going to go with a vast amount of gemstones that you will already have in your collection, or perhaps ones that you're planning on buying today. We've got so many goodies coming up for you. Loads of you coming in for this. Good afternoon, everybody. It's Christmas Eve, isn't it, today? That's catchy. That'll catch on. There's loads of you getting involved today. Welcome to you all. And Sue, what are you thinking of doing with these for your challenge?
I'm not quite sure. I'm going to have a good rifle through the findings, but it's such a wonderful gemstone. I've never actually been up close to it before. So I'd like to pick out some of the goldy colours, perhaps with some gold coloured wire or something like that. Necklace, maybe a bracelet, but I'm going to have a good go at see what we've got down beneath and have a good rummage. Have a good nosy what we've got. This is my first show, I'm not sure what's here, so we're going to have a really good go. Yeah, good idea, that sounds like fun. Do treat yourself, £7.95 for you today. Do you want me to hand that to you, Sue? That would be lovely, thank you. You can get started whenever you like. Thank you. I've got the second challenge strand now, which actually goes exquisitely well with the other. This has got a beautiful shaping to it, and it's got, whereas that one had that beautiful metallic skin, this one's got a beautiful internal matrix. It's a beautiful juxtaposition, but sticking along a similar palette in a number of ways. Take a look at this, absolutely beautiful. This is your rhodonite. And these are your hearts. Now, rhodonite is an extremely important gemstone for many, many reasons. You know how with anything, fashions come and they go. It's very much like that with rhodonite, I've got to say. Not so long ago, actually, this was an extremely, extremely popular gemstone. Around 1913, this was, in many areas of the world, kind of the #1 gemstone for creating sculptures, for creating important pieces to depict times in history. I've actually got a picture here for you. This is this gemstone worked in into the rhodonite Kremlin, so it's the Kremlin, of course. Now this is a really, really interesting piece, actually, and a very, very important piece, created in 1913, as I said. And this Kremlin that we can see here was created by the House of Fabergé, so the people very, very famous for things like your Fabergé egg. Now, this piece has stood for a long, long time in the imperial court in Russia. It's now in a museum
museum in the USA. But this piece is a very sort of profound piece, so much so because this was kind of the main statement in that. As you can see, you've got all that beautiful pinks running through here, that rose-like sort of matrix that we're used to. But have you seen what it's paired with? This goes to show exactly how important and how prevalent this is. Can you see those beautiful green orbs on the top of each of those corners? That is genuine, real deal emerald. You've then got the metal work around it is real deal 925 silver, real silver, and you've also got sapphires, which are quite hard to see, but they're just encrusting the top. That goes to show what an important gemstone this is and was in those times. The fact that you were pairing this gem as the main statement and then adorning it with emerald and sapphire goes to show it really did make a statement. A lot of the time, if you think about pieces now, you might think of, say for example, you know, a diamond ring. You might think of a huge, big rock diamond in the middle, then maybe with just a few, maybe lesser known gemstones around the outside, but the main focal piece is the diamond, the go-to stone. Actually, the main piece in this Kremlin piece behind me is this. It is your rhodonite, and then just adorned with the emeralds and the sapphires and the silver. It truly is a stunning gemstone. It's totally unique, and I've got to say, with all of that bearing in mind, you're in for an absolute bargain of a treat today. It's just £6.95 for you today. I know no one was probably expecting that. It's not a gemstone we see often at all. It is really, really unique. Every single one of these is offering you something different. Take a look at the different matrices we've got. We've got some that are totally smooth. We've got some that have got it speckled. We've got some with kind of cream points in it. We've got some with delicate greens as well. Actually, this would be beautiful sort of paired with things like your emerald, actually, wouldn't it? Because it does have that base and that back amount of that gorgeous those green tones running through it with the emeralds. It look beautiful. Or your sapphire, if you're lucky enough to have any of that. You have got such an array in here. For me, it gives me what I like to look for now and again in turquoise. Now and again in certain turquoise, I want to look for that beautiful matrix, but it's offering me more in the sense that I've got more of the colour palette that I like, because I'm more of a kind of delicate peachy, pinky kind of girl, but it's also got those beautiful neutral tones as well. It's got that beautiful hard black to it too. I do think this is a really unisex strand. I genuinely do. Look at this one. That one to me on a tie pin would just look beautiful. And don't forget, they are heart shapes, but they are quite subtle heart shapes. Make bow tie shapes from these if you wanted to. Just use them as drops if you wanted as well. Every single one of these is totally unique and different. And don't forget for me, this is 100% natural. This is real deal. Hello, multi-buyers. Hello to all of you who are coming in for this today. Thank you very much for joining me. I do appreciate it. Are we feeling festive yet, everybody? So are you feeling festive?
Oh, definitely.
Are you?
Yeah, I work in a school during the term time, and I finished on Friday, so hey, I'm on holiday.
Oh, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Loads of people have broken up for school, or if you finish uni or college, or if you've got maybe your uni kids are back, or you've just broken up from work. I hope you're all feeling really, really festive today. It's nearly here. It's nearly time. Lots of you coming in for this. One thing I will note is this is £6.95, and just as a reminder, we have got that under £10 section coming up for you later on, so do stay tuned for us. Lots of you coming in. Do check out those baskets. I've got plenty to fit in today, so let's get another one on for you, shall we? Oh, that's your other challenge. What are you doing with this one as well, Sue? I forgot.
I'd like to mix the two together. I've only actually bought that once, and when I made it into a piece of jewellery, it sold in seconds. They just fell in love with the gem. It's one of my favourites. You don't see it very often, but when you do, it's worth snapping it up. Heart shapes, you can't go wrong with heart shapes.
Exactly, and it is unique and different, isn't it? There's no other gemstone that looks like this particularly.
No.
So do you think that gets people's imagination when they're buying?
I think it's good when you're buying something that somebody next door to you isn't going to buy exactly the same item. You can have the same strand, but you're never quite sure what you're going to get on it. It's fabulous.
All unique and different. Let me hand that to you as well, Sue.
Thank you.
No problem. Okay, so Sue, we're going to be with you in about 20-ish minutes, so feel free to get started on your challenge if you want.
Okay, fine.
It's up to you. It's up to you. Where are we going to, Helena? Oh, of course we are. Look at these.
Oh,
These are very festive. Champagne Baroque cultured pearls. Only ever been seen once before. Beautiful colouring to these. Every single one looks totally natural, as it is, in the sense that, you know, these aren't fake in the way of being plastic or in the way of, you know, being carved out of anything else. These are just real deal Baroque pearls. Huge size on these, way over your luxury size. You've got 11 by 13 mil on these. Now, when it comes to pearls, the larger the size, the higher the price point is the rule, of course, because these take a lot longer for Mother Nature to create. We're talking about almost 13 years in the making, some of these, every individual one, because we say that per mil takes Mother Nature and the mollusk itself to build up around a mil a year. So we're looking at around 11 to 13 mil on these, around that. And so we're talking about around 11 to 13 years in the making. Every single one of these. And when you think about that, that is profound, isn't it? It's quite a kind of traditional strand, I would say. Have you got that Pearls Through the Ages slide for me, please, Ryan? It is quite a traditional strand, actually, and it reminds me, looking at it, at some of the kind of very well-known faces, some of the very well-known style icons that you might have in your mind. So these are some of the kind of Pearls Through the Ages. It's talking about the pearls being a phenomena throughout the millennia, but these actually do remind me very much of kind of the ones that Queen Elizabeth will have worn in that first picture you'll see there. They're big, they're bold, they've got that kind of exaggerated shape to them as well. Even coming around to more kind of modern day times, I suppose, with Coco Chanel, she was very well known for wearing the kind of more traditional colours of pearls, wasn't she? Your price point today on these, I think you're going to really appreciate for you today, even though they're huge. They're just £9.95. That price point for ones that are so large is absolutely astonishing. Usually what we're saying is when we're looking at both number sizes being over the luxury, so both being, say, you know, 9 by 10 or 10 by 11, we're usually working around the £12.95 price point. Some reason today we've got these lower. We're getting ready for Christmas. £9.95 for you today. Congratulations, everybody. LURO 38 for you today. Oh, I love these ones. These ones on the table. No, that's not the table, Bex. Cabs. I like the cabs too. Oh, I love that pinky one. How much are these, Helena, producer? Really good price, happy with that. I love these cabs. It's nice to work with cabs. We know for lots and lots of reasons. Second designer inspiration today, we are going to be showing you how to set cabs into polymer, something you might not have seen before with us. We are going to be showing you how to work with cabs. Now, the cabs that we've got in our kits are the shell pearl cabs, so maybe you want to work with those, but if you want to create the same look but with the gemstones, then you probably could with these. Take a little look at Cabtastic. We have got for you 50 carats worth of that black agate in this oval. We're looking at around 40 by 30 mil. Same sizes, we're looking with this beautiful, unique and individual Mookaite opal. Opal. I'm thinking about opal. I've got opal coming up in a bit. You've got 60 carats worth approximately on here. Beautiful tones. Don't forget, this is your one locational Australian gemstones. Really, really, really beautiful. All completely unique, and actually will go quite nice with that rhodonite, wouldn't it? You've then got your popper pink. This is your fuchsia agate in here. Beautiful clarity to this, which I know is tricky for you to see because the light on forward is so intense, but you should be able to see a little bit of the reflection of light through this. It is just a wonderful, wonderful colouring. It's almost got kind of a sprinkled detail internally. It's really beautiful. And then, lastly, but by no means leastly, you've got the heart. How gorgeous is this? Red striped agate. I love the markings on this. That again, Mother Nature. And look, do you know what I really like? The markings carry through in a way, but keep your eye on it because on the back, it's almost inverted, isn't it? It's a really, really beautiful stone. And don't forget, you can use the front or back of these. And it is your heart shape. It's really, really delicate in the heart. The cleavage on the heart isn't too over the top at all, but you can highlight it, of course, if you wanted to. Your sizing on this, we're looking at around 35mm on this one. So you're going to get these 4 cabs. The lovely thing about this cab selection is we can definitely tell you that is what you're getting. I know that sometimes recently we've only been able to give you a carat weight and perhaps not your exact shape and size and type, but we can with this. You're getting plenty here. All of these that you're seeing you will be getting. Of course they'll have different markings on, but they will all be the same gemstone. Your price point today for 4 cabs should be £13.80, but it's Christmas and we want to give you an absolute bargain. How do you feel about £3 per one? All right, less. £8.95 for you today on these cabs. They are beautiful, and actually 2 of the colours I'm looking at in particular would go great with the second designer inspiration, because we've got polymer purples and gold-like colours running through that one. Plenty of glitter and sparkle coming up for you today, and we've got loads of stamps coming in for you too today. So we've got, what I would say is, if there is a last minute gift that you're planning on getting and you really, really need to get your hands on it today, don't forget, last day with that £4.95 before Christmas postage. If that is you, and if you are kind of thinking, what do I get the person who has everything? Or maybe you've got a teenager to shop for, which can be tricky sometimes. Whoever it is, whatever it is, I have got polymer tools for you today. Now that might be a great present for you to get someone set on their way, because I've got the essentials. I've got things like your rollers, I've got the stamps as well, I've got loads and loads and loads glitters, I've got moulds coming up for you too, I've got the baking rack as well. So it could be a great one for you to help get other people involved with. And if you are thinking last minute gift, no idea what to buy someone, realistically a new skill is kind of the best gift really, isn't it, of all. So that is coming up for you. Do join us all day. Pat in Menorca's here. I hope it's lovely where you are. I hope it's lovely in Kent as well. £8.95 for you today. I'm going to move on the table. Findings. I have got a few findings for you today, which again, if we are looking at last minute gifts, it's perfect for you. You've got gold and rose gold. I love this pairing. I know the price on this and I think you'll be quite chuffed, I've got to say. You've got your kind of swirl detail. I call them swan necks. I think they look like swans. Swan neck detail, shepherd's hook. Take a look. This is how it will look from the ear. So my tweezers are the earlobe, and that's your view from the side. See what I mean by swan neck? If I hold it like that, it does, doesn't it? It really does. You've got that beautiful delicate ball detailing on the front. It's great because this bit you could just bend it open like you would a jump ring, slide on your head pin and you're done, or you can of course slide it on the other way. It's absolutely up to you, but it just means that your pieces rest really, really nicely. You've got an absolute stash of these. Look at them, 50 pairs in total, so 100 we've got. They're 19 by 9 mil that we have, and it's genuine real deal gold plating over the top of these. I've then got your alternate colourway in the rose gold. Again, same appearance, same look to them. There's your front view, so what people will see when they're looking at you in your party dress, in your Christmas outfit, and then when you turn to the side, in the rose gold. It's a beautiful tone. Rose gold goes with so many skin tones. It's a really, really beautiful colouring. You've got 100 pairs in total, 50 pairs of each, which means you're getting 200 earrings. Your price point today for 100 pairs, try and buy ready done earrings, shepherd's hooks with this detailing anywhere else at that price. It's going to be tricky. It's going to be even harder when you're buying 100 pairs of earrings for just £7.95 for you today. That's it, £7.95. You could do so much with these. Even if you don't want to do a drop earring, you don't have to with these. How about popping a little bit of polymer on the top there and actually baking it? Because don't forget, you can bake these. Little bit of polymer there. Just bake it, whatever you like. What about a little bit of enamel? You still doing your jewel enamel? How about just dipping the ends in a little bit of jewel enamel, do almost like a little drop detail. It'd be really, really pretty. £7.95 for you today for 100 pairs of these. If you try and buy pairs of earrings anywhere, you can get a real influx in price. You truly, truly can. But today, here at Jewellery Maker, you know what, like, our prices are always great, but we're going a little bit hardcore before Christmas to try and treat everybody to all of the things that they need. £7.95 for something that essentially you can never have enough of, really, can you? I am now going to bring to you, oh yeah, this is the strand I was looking at before that I was a real big fan of. I love these because they've got the almost the channel, let's say, around the outside of them. Let me see if I can depict this to you. Not the English channel, no. So, can you see you've got your beautiful gemstones, each one of these in a slightly different shape that describes as your medium nuggets. Can you see where this kind of temporary strand rolls along the outside? That's because there is a little rivet in there almost. There's a little, have we got, yes, like a ditch. That's it, good word, that'll do. You've got these beautiful inlays, these wells almost running along the outside of them. Can you see that? It indents in. Now the lovely thing about that is you can add cord around the outside like we have on this. You don't have to, of course. You can just enjoy the way that the light plays across the surface of these. You could, if you wanted to, strand your little seed beads around the temporary strand and then just apply those to the outside and they'd inlay there beautifully, almost like a soutache style actually, but you don't have to have the backing specifically if you didn't want to. Every single one has got a beautiful different effect, and it is your wonderful serpentine, once known as the gemstone of joy for lots and lots of reasons, mainly from the Greek story based around serpentine. It is a beautiful gemstone, and the way that you can work with this is going to add something different to your designs. You know how sometimes we have really unusual shapes, or say like your double drill gem homes that we'll have sometimes. You get something a little bit different, it offers you something a little bit more. Well, you've got that with this in a completely unique and different way. You've got 320 carats worth here. Your price point today is just £10.95 for you. And so we've got the beautiful kind of well running along the outside of these, so it gives you a little dip in the centre. What would you think of doing with these ones?
I think wrapping it in wire, cord, leather. I'd even have a go at putting some polymer clay, because having the band around it would actually hold your gems quite secure in polymer clay. Rather than having to put a back, maybe just put a band round. I'd have a go at doing something like that.
I see, yeah, it's a really lovely idea, because it'll almost hold itself in place a bit more.
I'm hoping it would, yeah. I've never used it, but it's something that when I saw them earlier, I thought, yeah, actually you could wrap it in some really nice green or gold polymer clay and give it a go, see if you could bake it.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, I'd like that. Give it a go. £10.95 for you today. It really is very unusual and different. Treat yourself to it today, why not? Now it's designer inspiration time already, hasn't that flown? Let us get ready. We have got polymer today, of course. So tell us a little bit about how you got into jewellery making and polymer clay specifically.
Jewellery making about 3 years ago. My daughter got engaged and I wanted to contribute to the wedding, so I thought how brilliant to make some jewellery, and it was about the same time as I found Jewellery Maker. Oh. So the two went together, so it's become quite an addiction. Good. Polymer clay, I'd watched Debbie particularly on the TV, and I thought, I love polymer clay. At work, I always seem to have a piece of plasticine which I'm fiddling, making roses, shapes, cubes, whatever. And I suddenly thought, polymer clay, I could actually do it properly rather than bake it. So yes, and that's where it's gone, about 12 months ago. That
is fab. I love that you kind of just found a different way through it. That's a brilliant, it's lovely, I like that. Now we've got different types of polymer. Now talk to us about polymer for those who are new to us, please. We've got a couple of soufflés and a couple of your primos. Why are they different to work with?
Primo is I think it's the original. It's a good quality product, and that's where I started. And I've only just started using the souffle with this kit.
Yeah.
It is softer, it is easier to condition, and it's quicker to use. But they're both very, very good. They're both very strong colours, and when you bake it, it just makes a fab product.
Oh, that's good. I'm glad you've enjoyed working with them. We have got two of the Primo. You've got that beautiful green. Now, that is the translucent green, which means that when it dries, it's not totally opaque. It has got a little bit of clarity to it in a way, and you should be able to see that on the top of these adorable little makes that Sue's going to show us soon. You've also got your antiques bronze in here as well, and that has got the accent of the glitter. So can you see those little micas just running through there? That is your accents that we have running through. It's really beautiful. Very festive. I've then got your souffles. So you've got the cowboy souffle, which is this beautiful, almost leather-like colour actually. You've also got your Bordeaux, that really wonderful rich red. I've got your go-to kind of igloo colour. It's described as igloo. I love that. Igloo. Do you mean snow? My director's just said. I was thinking just white, but hey ho, I'm boring. You've also got what's this one called? What's this one called? What do you think? Black. Ben's going black. In fact, what do you think? You think it's called Blackberry? Director, Brother Pete, lovely Brother Pete. What do you think?
Chalkboard.
Chalkboard. Chalkboard.
Guess.
What do you think, Brother Pete?
Yeah.
I'll leave it with you. Yeah. Helena, what do you think it's called? Midnight Black? No. Pete, come on.
Crow Black.
Crow Black? No. It's obviously, you're going to kick yourselves, Poppy Seed.
Oh.
Obvious.
They are black too.
They are black too. So you've got all of those. You've got 4, 5, 6 polymers in there. Let me pop them up for you. I've also got some of your memory wire too. So we've got the gold colour. It's one of our newer colours to the memory wire gang. You've got your large, your medium and your small. Perfect for rings, bracelet and necklaces, but for so much more. They will fit no matter what your ring size. So I'm size N and that fits me perfectly. But as I put gemstones on, it stretches out so it continues to fit me perfectly. It'll be the same for a lot of you out there as well. 14 loops on this, 14 loops on the medium and 10 on the largest. So really useful. Honestly, I would say if you're brand spanking new, get yourself involved. I would say if you have got the teens over at your house over Christmas, or you have got the little ones over and you've just got loads of, they want to make their own polymer beads and they just want to strand them onto something pretty, that's a great product. We've also got some of your beautiful findings. We've got the head pins. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do an astonishing price. You've got your flattened head pins. So you've got your rounds and they have been flattened. So your beautiful head pins, your amount of these is absolutely loads. You're getting 100 and they are a 45mm drop. So if I move your fingers out of the way, 45mm drop. Now that means you could do really statement drop earrings, or you can add swirls and twirls, or do rosary link chains if you want to, whatever you wanted to with these. You get absolutely loads of those, as you can see, 100 approximately. I've then got, more. I've then got your wax cord. That was an uncanny impression, wasn't it? That's a festive film, isn't it? 10 meters worth of both of these, and they are 1mm in the green and in the red. It's that wax cord that's got that really nice kind of matte tone to it and feel to it. It's really lovely. Macrame, kumihimo, just threaded, really nice. So 20 meters worth there. I've then got wire. Yes, you've missed it. Oh, I love this. It's that really deep kind of maroon burgundy colour wire that we've got here. You've got 10 meters worth of a 0.25 on here, in that lovely burgundy tone. Now let's get onto the gemstone, shall we? Because, oh, that's a lovely graduated strand. Hey, I would say if you got your hands on that marcasite before, these would be really pretty to accompany with it. You've got in here 3 strands in this kit. This is your black colour-coated pyrite. You've got 145 carats. Lovely to have a graduation on a pyrite. Doesn't happen that often. You've got between a 5mm all the way up to about an 8mm on these. Really high shine, very cooling to the touch and the skin, and weighty as well. Gorgeous for male and female designs, I would say, definitely. I've also got in this selection for you your green agate marquise shapes. I really, really like these. They go exceptionally well with that translucent green that you get in the kit, because the appearance you get from these has almost got a touch of the translucency that the green polymer gives you itself. Beautiful way that the light spans through these. When you see Sue's designs with this, you'll see that this strand in particular can look very high-end with very little kind of fuss, I would say. You have got carat weight, about 50 carats worth on this in total. And then, you lucky, lucky people, it is the richest of reds you could hope for. It's your beautiful, stunning, deep rich rhodolite garnet. Totally natural rhodolite garnet. This is a gemstone that we do not have in very often in kits. It's saved for special pieces, perfect for this time of year. It's deep, it's rich, it's bold. I would say that the lights in here perhaps are kind of dulling it out slightly. There is a gorgeous clarity to this with that really rich port-like tone running behind every single one. Sizes, you're looking at around 6x4 to 10x4 on these, and it's about 70 carats worth. It is a stunning, stunning array. So that is your Christmas pudding selection. Let me reiterate exactly what we're getting. You've got your 3 strands. So I've got for you your agate, your pyrite, your rhodolite garnet. I've got 10 metres worth of your 0.25. I've got your small, medium and large, your memory wire. 20 metres worth of that gorgeous wax cord in total, 1mm on that. I've also got 4, 5, 6 blocks of polymer clay. Don't forget they're around 57 grams per one on the Sculpey, on the Primo, and around 48 on the Souffle. And then you get all of the head pins as well. Do not forget about all of those. 100 of them approximately. Your price today should be, it's not a very festive number, that, is it? Really? Not really. Your price point today is not £47, which that pretty much should be. Your price is just £27.95 for you today. Saving wise, what are we looking at? £18.85 saving on this for you today. Well beating our average, which was staying at this moment in time. We rechecked it the other day. Our average for the last few has been around the £15 to £16 mark. £27.95, and I'm sure you are going to be snapping this up even quicker when you see lovely Sue's wonderful designs. Oh, should we find out a bit more about Sue as well? Let's get to know Sue. Let's get to know Sue time. If you have any questions for Sue, do feel free to text in. 60777 is our text number. And all you have to do is text us. Start your text to the word JM Studio. And if you have any questions for lovely Sue, we'll try and get some answered when we have time. Hello, Sue.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm very well.
Are you excited?
Yes. This kit is just so usable. I just opened it up and I thought Christmas had come early. This one and the other kit, it was just perfect. It was as though they knew exactly who I was and what I like to work with, so I was so pleased.
Oh, good. I'm glad you had fun with it. Now, Sue, for people who haven't seen you on your screen test, tell us a little bit about yourself, whatever you like.
I have 2 daughters and a lovely husband called John.
Hi, John. Is John going to be watching today?
Hopefully. Thankfully, he brought me today, so
Oh,
that's
good.
really, and he's going to come and collect me at the end. So
Oh, bless
thank
him.
you, John, so
Thanks,
much.
John. You love.
I work in a school as a science technician, and hopefully all my friends, who I work with, should be watching today.
Hello, everyone.
So I've got some loyal supporters.
Oh, good.
And I just love jewellery making.
Do you love it because do you find it relaxing? Is it a nice way to kind of release creativity for you? Is there anything that really holds you to it?
Everything really. When I have a really busy day and I can come home and I can just get into the small bedroom with all my gems and polymer clay and everything else, and I can spend half an hour, and if I'm not careful, 2 or 3 hours. You can get really carried away with jewellery making.
Can.
I also sell at fairs and I have a market stall as well. So yes, I'm very busy, but my jewellery is a passion. And I would not be able to do it without John supporting me, so thank you again.
Oh, bless John, you're such a love. Thank you for bringing her here, or else I'd be by myself, it'd be rubbish. You have made so many pieces. You can see there's a passion there because there is just loads here. From the really, really cutesy, perfect for this time of year, to some really statement wearable party pieces. Really beautiful array. Talk to us a little bit about what you've created with these, because these are your marquee drops. We're not going to be seeing how to use these ones today in this design, but it is such a standout design. I know we're going to get people asking about it. What inspires you with this one?
When I got the gems out of the bag, I just laid it on the mat, and it was a case of leaves, which I have done with the tiara.
The headband, yeah.
Or I felt it was such a beautiful colour, and as you say, the transparency, it's just beautiful. And it just called to me to be a dangle.
Yes.
And the gold wire went with it. Oh, it was just lovely. I really enjoyed it.
It's really, really beautiful. It's kind of Egyptian goddess.
Yeah, and it doesn't require too many of the gems to make quite a statement piece. So what I think I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, and I've got a necklace and an earring. So that's a really good deal. The price is fantastic, and when you work out you only need that many, because you get the strand is this big. You get a lot of gems. And
you do sell your pieces, so how much approximately would you sell that pairing for, the set of them?
I would be looking £25–30, I think, for that.
Brilliant. So already, just for that pairing, you've got your money back, and you've literally only used 9 stones.
Yes.
It's fab, isn't it, when you think of it like that?
Yeah.
It really, really is. Do keep coming through to get your hands on this kit. It's only $27.95. We're looking at just over £18 off for you today. Now, we're going to be taking a look at a few little different bits. We're going to be taking a look at how to do cutesy puds today, aren't we?
Well, the name of the kit was Christmas pudding, and I just fell in love with it. So I made the earrings, and I thought they're a little bit small to demo on the TV, so I thought I'd try and make something a little bit bigger. So I've made the ones here, and I took them to work and showed the people, saying, look, what do you think? And there's a very kind gentleman called Brian.
Hello, Brian. Yeah. Brian, you were a bit of a making wizard, because he made this box for you.
Yes, I came up with an idea of perhaps using them for a game, and I spoke to Brian and said, what do you think? So he made not only the lid, but the box. And
the box has got little places to keep your noughts and crosses pieces as well.
Yes, saves them wobbling about. So really, thank you, Brian. Totally brilliant.
Brian, you're an absolute whiz. It's a very cool looking piece as well, actually.
Yes,
very
I
modern.
thought so. So I started off with the Christmas puddings, and then I thought, you know what, noughts and crosses. So the grid on the top is marked out as noughts and crosses. So I thought, well, yeah, I've made the Christmas puds, so where do I go next? Let's make some snowman. So hence the snowman earrings. So I've got the 2 snowmen here. Different coloured scarves, so you could use all snowman if you wanted, or, whatever. And last night when I was packing up, I thought, I need something else to go with this. So I made the little Christmas tree, so the Christmas tree earrings, and I've made a little angel. So
absolutely
cute.
Adored. Angel's adorably cute. We're going to be looking a little bit about the headband as well later on, but we'll talk to you about that in a moment. Let's get started, shall we, with the Christmas puds.
Yeah. Round shaped, marble shaped piece of the brown clay. It's so good to use. You don't need to do an awful lot. My hands are quite warm, so forgive me. You just roll it, and you get this lovely shape. This one's a bit glittery because my home at the moment is covered in glitter.
Glitter. We have got glitter coming up for you.
I tend to just make a shape and then leave it just to sit for 15 minutes, just to sort of cool down slightly.
Okay.
And I've already conditioned the white clay, so I'm just going to cut a flower shape.
And for those people who are new, how do we know it's conditioned? Have you got a tip for knowing?
Yeah, I think again why I like to use it. If you snap it like this and twist it, this isn't conditioned. Can you see?
Yeah, because it's cracking.
It cracks.
Isn't it?
Whereas if it's properly conditioned, you can bend it without cracking.
Yeah.
So you can feel it when you're actually handling it.
So that's an easy way to know.
Yep.
Fab.
So the little flower sits on the top, which is the icing, and I've got a little stamp. Going to go the right way.
Yeah, that's it.
3 flowers, just picked up from a market store.
Yeah.
Nothing fancy. So that one stamps down, and the little plunger will leave an indentation, and then it's just a case of peeling it off very carefully. On the top. So that's nice and soft. And then it just, some of this lovely, you can, this, when I looked at it, I thought, first of all, I wonder if pink's going to be a good colour for
your berries.
For the berries. But it turns out, yes it is. It doesn't have to be scarlet.
No, absolutely.
So I usually use just a dab of the Sculpey
glaze.
No, I was going to say bacon.
Oh, the bond.
Yeah, bacon bond, and that just holds it. But today it's quite warm, so it's not a problem. So really quick and easy.
Oh yes, so easy.
So that I would bake, and then I would glaze on the top. But if the smaller version,
yeah,
you need to be able to have a head pin.
Okay.
And this is just a case of very carefully in the bottom. And then up it comes, and hopefully if we've got it right.
Ah, so that's how you do the earrings, or you could even make that pendant, couldn't you?
You could make a pendant, you could make charms on a bracelet. It's a very versatile design, quick and easy, and something for all ages. I think even if you haven't got very good dexterity in your fingers, something like this, it doesn't require too much. So that's my little Christmas pudding.
That is absolutely adorable, isn't it? How cutesy is that? Beautiful little Christmas pudding. And I have got for you, if you would like, the baking tray. Is the baking tray by itself, Producer Helena? No, it comes with, what? The clay as well. Because when we're baking rounds, people can be a little bit worried about squashing them in the baking process, can't they?
Yes.
So does this help us prevent that?
It's definitely useful. On the earrings, I actually, it's a little tray, and the very fine wires go into little slots. So yeah. I actually hang my earrings from that, so it doesn't touch the bottom.
Clever. So you actually hang them as is?
Just the, from the eye pin, yeah.
Brilliant.
It's also good for when you're varnishing. When you're putting the glaze on, to stop it sticking to the bottom.
Oh, that's a really good tip, yeah, because I can imagine
because the number of times I've had them stick to the tiles.
Stick to your pieces. Let me show you exactly what you get in here just quickly. You get the baking sheet itself that has these little turrets that we had running across the top, and then these are the pins we're talking about. So you'll see they're quite spiky at the ends, but you just slot those across, and that's where you could, for example, hang your earring from. Or if you're doing a round bead that you want the drill hole to be in, you can simply slide them on here, and you can get loads on there. And you've got loads and loads of these different pins to go across there as well. You also get the piece of acrylic too, which is great as a roller. So great for you to roll your shape, great for even flattening your shapes, great for if you don't want any kind of texture on there, or even if you kind of want help conditioning your pieces as well, you can use that. So that's your baking tray, but you also get these polymers with it as well. This is perfect for beginners, absolutely perfect. You've got things to roll with, you've got things to bake on, you've got your clay, perfect for beginners. This is your polymer selection, and it's, and it's all in your primo. Colour-wise, you've got your magenta pearl, that's with the pearl accents. You've got that gorgeous 18 karat gold. You've got your purple, you've got that Spanish olive, and you have the blush as well in there. So you've got 5 sort of different colours and different types in there in total. It's going to be beautiful, beautiful, brand new starter pack for someone. If there is that last minute person you want to buy for, or maybe you're just thinking, actually, should I get them an extra little stocking filler? They have been very good helping me out with wrapping, etc. Well, then this would be a great present, especially as the price should be £19.70. And if you think about starting a brand new skill, how much would that normally cost you? Even if you're looking at things like starting something like running, you know, you might have to fork out for, you know, a £40 pair of shoes, mightn't you? New trainers, new things to take your temperature. Do you do that when running? I don't know. £9.95 for the whole lot for you today. That's a stocking filler price, but actually for something that looks like a really expensive, thought out, caring gift. What do you think of £9.95 for all of that?
I think that's very good. I've got 2 of them, and I was looking to buy a 3rd because, as I say, I use them for all sorts, you know, the baking, holding it for while they cool, all sorts of things. But this is when we get onto the tiara, I've actually used the pins and the baking tray.
To do the little
to my little
beads.
tiny beads.
Perfect. So we're going to need these to create that headband effect. Have you seen the headband? It's beautiful. We're going to move on to this now, actually, on how to create sections of this. Okay, so where do we start for the headband? Lovely, lovely Sue.
I just need to clear this and right.
Go on, where are we starting?
Oh,
Sue?
we're going to start with the green, some green wire, which I had at home.
Fab. And what gauge are we looking at here?
I think this is 0.6.
Okay, fab.
So I'm just going to cut a length, probably something which is workable. So, I'm looking for the, sorry about.
We're looking for snips.
Yes.
Snips are the second one in.
So I've got,
You've got
yeah, I've got my.
Fab. Oh, you got your flush cutters?
Yes,
Good,
I've only
good
had
lady.
those about 6 weeks. They are fantastic. Oh my goodness, I couldn't believe how good they are.
They are fab.
So, a length of the green wire, oh there it goes, all over the place. Just need to straighten it, just by running your fingers. Yeah. So taking the headband, starting at one end, I'm just going to just put a couple of turns just to hold it.
So just a few twists. Now, does this need to be really neat, or will it be hidden?
No, generally it's hidden. I always try and work neat, but it doesn't really matter.
Okay.
This is where I'm going to fling you in the eye, so just be careful.
Oh, don't worry. It will not be the first wire I've ever
So I'm
had.
going to form the leaves.
Yes.
So just sort of put your fingers just to form a little curve.
Okay.
And then bend. And again, you don't need to have an accurate measurement because in nature leaves aren't all the same size.
No, of course.
And then just to hold it, just a couple of twists. I'm going to go to the other side now, or just pinch it together. I'm going to go to the other side, and again, just putting your nails round. And just bend. And again. I'm going to just do one more, and then I'll show you the next stage.
Fab. And don't forget, I suppose with this you could do a whole headband as you have done, but you could just do a little section, couldn't you?
You could make a comb. It's a pin, a bobby pin. You could use all sorts of head. Right, so that's that. Now I just want to turn them into a little bit more of a leaf shape. So I'm just going to go into the end, just away, and give it a kick, or bend in.
Okay.
And then again, kick, on the other side. Just gives a little bit more of a natural look to the wire.
Gives it a bit of interest, doesn't it?
Yeah. Right, so that's that. I've got these lovely garnets.
Oh, what did you think with those? You're very lucky to be given the garnets to work with, I've got to say.
I was really pleased.
Are you? What's your favourite gemstone, Sue?
I probably would say garnet is one of my favourites,
Is
so
it?
thank you.
Oh, that's handy.
But of course, as like most girls, diamonds.
Well, yes, of course, of course.
Some of these have quite small holes, so you need to use quite thin wire. So,
or if you've got the feather lights head pins as well, I know quite a lot of you have those and you find to pack
yep,
they'll
there
work.
was some in that, but because I wanted to do quite a long length, if I was just going to use a small amount, that would have been fine.
So if you did it with the 0.5 in the kit?
Yeah, I think this is 0.4.
Oh, you did 0.4 from your stash?
This came in the, this is I was supplied in the kit, I think. No, have they swapped it to this?
I don't know.
And then this lovely 0.25 wire. It just goes perfect with the garment.
It does go perfectly, doesn't it?
So again, 30 centimetres, something like that. I'm going to use the tiara twist to, I need to put my glasses on. That's better. The holes are quite fine. So just need a couple of inches in from the end. Just pinch the wires together and holding the wires in one hand and the garnets in the other, just give it a small twist. Moving on to the next one. If you can find 5 roughly the same shapes and size, it just gives a more even flower. And again, just bring the 2 wires together and a twist. It's my mum's birthstone garnet, so I always have a soft spot.
What's your birth sign?
I'm December.
You lucky, lucky thing!
So my birthday's next week, so this is a real treat and a half.
Oh, blimey. What are you doing for your birthday?
John's taking me to Prague.
John, you are amazing! I love John. That is going to be so exciting. Have you been before?
Yes, we went in the summer a few years ago, and I had a hankering. They have sleds, and so I always said I wanted to go back to have a go on the sleds. So, as a sort of surprise, he booked this couple of nights away.
What an absolute love! That is so exciting. So, when is your exact birthday date then?
30th.
The 30th, blimey. Do you ever find when you were younger or now that people would just get you a joint birthday Christmas present?
No, they're very good.
Oh, good.
Most people know now that I really do appreciate 2 birthdays.
Yes.
But as a child, I frequently, from my distant aunties and uncles, 1 present.
You used to get the combined present.
I even have an official birthday at work. So I have, because we're on holidays, for school holidays, my close friends celebrate my birthday with me, but I have an official date, usually sometime in the year, which I take cakes in, so I'm like the Queen.
That is fab, 2 birthdays. Yes. Oh, Sue, I love you more and more every minute. That's amazing.
Right, so I've done the flower shape, but it's quite floppy, so I'm just going to do an under and over, just under and over the flowers.
Okay.
But again, this 2.25 is not very structural. It's fantastic for weaving, but I'm just going to use some of the, that'll do nice length. Again, weaving in and out. This gives this a little bit of a structure and a tail to tie onto the tiara.
I see.
It's a little bit awkward to show you. Just go round twice.
So you just add in some sort of security to this by interweaving.
Yes. So add a final twist at the back. Not very even, but
you'd take more time at home.
Yes. And then just place it onto the tiara, onto the band, and just wrap it round.
Beautiful.
Just to secure it. And I've also, I did the same with the marquee agate, that was beautiful.
Oh yeah, with the green ones as well.
And then just lastly, these lovely little flowers that I've put on with the the ones we saw, just to thread through.
Okay, so you just used a cutter, and then how did you put the hole in the centre?
With one of those pins that you showed.
Brilliant.
Yes.
Oh, fabulous.
Yes. So it's a good job you had them on today.
Isn't it, Jules? So use the pins from the baking tray.
So just the flowers. Okay. And I'm just going to thread through from the back and use one of these little, Again, I just took a little round of the antique gold clay, put it onto a pin, and used another pin just to mark just around the outside.
Ah.
Just gives a little bit of interest rather than just a little round.
Bit of texture.
Yeah. So just thread that on, and then I'm going to go back through the hole. Slide this right to the bottom.
Yeah.
And then pull through, and hopefully, all things being equal, we should have the centre to the flower.
How beautiful.
Yeah. And again, once you've finished, just wrap it round a few times, and then ready to do the next one, because I think I've done them in clusters of 3.
Okay. Yeah, you have by the looks of this.
Yeah.
It gives it a nice kind of movement to it, doesn't it?
And then when you've finished the headband, just twist everything secure, tuck the ends around so it doesn't stick into the head.
Fab.
And then just cut all the bits off. And hopefully one neat headband.
And I'm just thinking, because I'm thinking, you know, we've talked about newbies joining in and youngsters. You'd be able to create something like that with these, maybe with the little ones, wouldn't you?
Yes, they're really good. The same, you know, instead of making a little sausage yourself, you could make them onto the little ball of the polymer clay. Very good. You can get lots of interest. Would a fantastic ring.
Oh, really cute ring for with the wire that we've got maybe in the kit.
Yes.
And a little ring.
Yes.
Really sweet. These are your wonderful polymer canes that we've got here. If you could see, the design you've got through the top of these will run through each one of these. You could stretch them out to make them smaller, make them larger if you want to roll them out as well. You can cut them into huge slices, little slices. It's a really nice, quick, simple way to make your cane, because we know you can make your own canes, but some of these shapes would be quite tricky actually to create, especially if you are relatively new. For example, quite intricate ones like this are the one that you're going to be getting. It's quite intricate, and perhaps if you are new, things like creating your own canes like this can be quite daunting, but it really doesn't have to be at all. You see that design running all the way through these. I've also got your sunflower design coming here as well. Don't forget, you don't just have to use them in the square blocks. You can make them into whatever shapes you want. You can cut them, as it actually is depicted quite nicely on here, you can cut them into different sections and actually put them on a base to give it a little bit of a almost mosaic design actually, isn't it? And then you've got, the little apple. You think it's a tomato? Well, it could be whatever. It looks like a pepper on that one. Whatever your culinary desires, you could use this, couldn't you? You've got all of those. It says tomato. It does. So you can see you've got plenty of ones there. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different designs on the canes. But the handy thing with these, if you are into symmetry and you do want your measurements to be correct, for use on these canes or also your own canes, we have got the clay measuring tool back by popular demand. So you've got the ruler in there, but you also have the block, which even if you make your very own canes, it's very simple. You've got different measurements and markings along each side, so getting closer and closer. And the lovely thing with that is if you do make your own cane, you can simply lay this on the top of the cane, give it a quick squidge in, and then it gives you those beautiful measurements running along so that you know it's perfectly even, which for some designs is imperative, isn't it? So you've got all of these different looks, these different canes. You've also got the clay measuring tool itself. Your price point should be $11.75, but not today. That is taken into account. A discount has been done on one of these canes quite recently. Your price point today, though, is just £7.95 for you today. What do you think of that?
That's very good value. I'm just thinking the little ones here.
Yeah, the little ones on the end.
You just need, again, because they're so small, having the right depth to cut is really important.
Yes.
Because there isn't a large margin of error. Otherwise, if you have too small and a big chunky bit, you're going to get an uneven surface. You just need some head pins and some shepherd's hooks, and you've got earrings. The bigger ones, again, just cut through, a couple of head pins or eye pins, and you've got a bracelet. Really good value. And so easy to use.
Absolutely love that as an idea. Thank you so much for that, Sue. Plenty of you coming in for this. It is only £7.95. I've just had a news flash. Pete, do a news flash noise. This just in, we have got a brand spanking new tool making its way to us. Have you got any clues? Have you got any ideas? Give him a clue, please, Pete. Give them a clue. Give them a clue to what they're getting. How might you use this?
With wire?
With wire. You might use wire with this. Yeah, what else might we use? What would it look like if we were to use them, for example? What would it look like?
Do you want me to give the clue?
Yeah, I'd like to see you demoing, like how it might work.
It rhymes with...
Rhymes with
hail.
Rhymes with hail. Yep, good. Ben, have you got a clue? Have you got a clue for the new product?
A clue? Oh, I was just enjoying Pete's clue. Sorry.
Sorry,
You
yeah.
completely caught me.
Go on.
A clue.
Clue. Rhymes with hail we've had, brand new
I
in.
think lots of tiny mandrels.
Lots of little mandrels. Really, really good clue. That is coming up with you, Super Duper Sue. A brand new product. You are going to love it. Thank you, team, for that. Very, very good. Okay, lovely lady. So we've seen how to attach these to the headband, etc. What do you do to kind of finish off this design to give it that professional finish so it doesn't catch in your hair, etc.?
Making sure the ends are really well flattened, and don't leave, like this one I've left at the bottom. That's definitely a no-no, because that's definitely going to stick in someone's head.
Okay.
Try and wrap it around one of the other pieces that you've got, flatten it to the top. You could do a spiral, like this one at the end I've left. I've got the nasty piece just here.
Oh yeah, I see.
Yeah.
The nasty piece.
Nasty piece. You could either cut it off, or I'm just going to create a spiral.
Oh, so it sort of neatens it, but
Yeah.
makes it less scratchy as well.
Yeah, it just,
Double
as you
whammy.
say, a little bit of a professional finish, in which I'm making a mess of here. And then just a little bit of a squish.
Ah, the famous squish.
Oh yeah, if you're making jewellery, you always have to squish.
Always.
So you just end up with
lovely.
a slightly neater finish.
Yeah.
And you can always just check by rubbing your finger. If you've got any sharp edges, your finger will tell you.
Fab.
And again, just neaten it so it's safe.
Absolutely wonderful. Now we have got about 10 more minutes with you,
Okay.
lovely lady. So we have had a message in actually just asking how on earth you have created these. Have you got any chance of showing
Yes,
us?
I have. If I just move the other bits and pieces off
Have
to
a
one
little
side.
look, because these are absolutely adorable. We have had a little message in about these little festive Christmas trees. Gorgeous texture on these. A lot of glitter as well, which actually I do have some glitter coming up for you in a moment. They are oh so sweet and spectacular.
Okay.
I'll give you a moment to get that
Thank
set
you.
up.
Thank you.
And in fact, I'll bring you the glitter now, because we'll give Sue a moment to set that up, because we've literally just had a message in about them saying, they're absolutely adorable. So we'll show you how to do these. Let me give you the glitter though, because let's be honest, glitter is kind of important for this one, isn't it? Take a little look. Now, first off, let me talk to you about our glitter. It is superb quality. It is your super duper fine glitter. It is wash. If you wash it, it's absolutely fine. That's not going to be a problem for this at all. Some of the colours are actually completely unique and individual to us here. What I will say is, because our glitter is ever so popular and because our prices are always astonishing, there is a massive 15 grams on each of these. Look at how fine this is. It is spectacular. It really, really is. Oh my goodness. I know, be careful. Look at that. So wonderful. Because that is so beautiful and so fine. It's ever so popular always. Let me just show you how this one looks. Oh, it's gorgeous. It always does sell out very, very quickly, especially when we do such amazing prices. Your colours that you've got that I had there, you've got your black magic, your jewel, your antique silver, you've got your deep gold, and you've got your deep bronze as well. I just showed you the jewel then. Let me show you the black. I love this one, black magic. It's called your Twilight Glitter Pack. Ooh, look at that one. So all of these are going to be great for your little Christmas tree design and so much more. Your price point today for this anti-static glitter is just £12.95 for you today on those pots. They're 15 grams in each one. There's absolutely loads and loads and loads of glitter making possibilities, perfect for this time of year, but also the new year. Let's face it, glitter never goes out of fashion. £12.95 for all of those. And we're going to see how to create your little Christmas tree.
A little ball of clay.
Little ball of the green.
Most of the things you can make snowmen by 2 balls of clay, but this one, I'm just going to make a cone.
Okay.
To start with. Just squashing it up. And this is where it gets messy. So you've got roughly a Christmas tree shape, and again, head pin right through the centre.
Okay.
Whoops. So you can just reshape a little bit of the antique gold just to make the star at the Christmas at the top of the tree.
That's adorable little detail. So you just make that into a little ball and slide it down.
Just at the top. And this is where the fun begins. This is where I make one heck of a lot of a mess.
Yes!
Yes.
My favourite bit. Oh wow, you really go for it.
Oh yes.
So we do this pre-bake?
I do this for when you see what I'm going to do next, you'll understand why. There's going to have to be a massive amount of glitter.
Oh, that is
but
so gorgeous.
it goes so far.
It really,
it looks
really
like
does.
a lot, but it isn't.
Because actually, how long have you had that glitter for?
This one, not very long. I bought it specifically for Christmas because I think it's called Christmas tree. This one.
Because you've obviously just encrusted that one. You've made these two as well, and you've still got all of that. It does go far,
it just goes, and you can scoop it up at home. I'd have a Teflon sheet, and I'd scoop it up and reuse
pour
it again.
Back in, yeah.
So this one.
Oh, it's so beautiful.
Right, very technical. Little pair of nail scissors.
Oh, really?
Yep, that's it. Okay.
Okay.
So just literally going round, just making small cuts.
That is such a clever little technique, and it gives you all these little spruces and sprigs.
Yes. I tried with a big pair of scissors, and my fingers were aching, and then I thought, what am I going to do? And I remember these little pair of scissors which you get in manicure sets, been sat at the back of the drawer. I've never used them. I thought, ooh, perfect Christmas.
Perfect for that. Because it's nice that it gives it that feel, and actually if you wanted to make them bigger, you couldn't you?
You could make tree decorations. This is so good for having children around the house to make interesting shapes. You could make, taking brown ones and glitter, make fir cones, Christmas
that's
trees.
just the other way round.
Yep. So, just one little tree.
How simple is that?
And a little bit of, if you've got some gold mica powder at the top, just to finish off. Simple, isn't it?
That is so simple, but really, truly beautiful. If you want to create this with the green colour tone, because of course we've used the green here, I have got some green colour for you in my second pack of glitter. This is the only glitter we've got left in the show now. But that'd be a different feel altogether, wouldn't it?
A lot of people like the white look on a Christmas tree, so yeah, no problem at all. Could I just sprinkle just a tiny bit on?
Yes, please.
So people can see what it looks like.
I was hoping she'd ask, I'll be honest. It's like a snowy tree,
yes,
isn't it?
The trouble is I'm already picking up.
Oh, you're so glittery already. Let's see though. Do I just sprinkle it on?
Yeah, just sprinkle it on.
There we go.
That's lovely.
Oh, that's really, really
You're getting
beautiful.
a holographic sort of look to that.
You are. Oh, yes. Can you see that? Oh, that's gorgeous, isn't it?
Yeah. And when, if you have quite thin polymer clay and you put the glitters on, it becomes almost fabric-like.
Oh, I love
And I saw Gemma earlier in the week make a rose out of sari silk.
Yeah.
One of the things I'm going to have a go at in the new year is to do that with polymer clay and glitter.
What a gorgeous idea. It's nice that other mediums can set your imagination.
Yes, I just watched her do it and I thought, wow.
Give that a go. I have got you a pack of glitter here. Let's run through the colours quickly. You've got all of these are more of your pastel tones that we've got here. Your sugar plum glitters. You've got that baby blue. You've got your beautiful bright orange, you've got your spring green, you've got that lovely blush pink, and you've got the buttercup yellow in there as well. For £5 in this pack, your price point, £12.95, isn't it? Because that's the price of our 15 gram 5 packs. Or is it? No, we've been allowed to drop it today. We've got lots of little Christmas surprises coming up for you, and this is one. It's only £9.95 for you today. It's because I've got a decent enough stock of it, so do get your hands on this whilst you can. £9.95 for you today. It really just adds another dimension, doesn't it?
It does. I mean, they're very traditional, the darker shades, but to have that would be fantastic.
Really wonderful. Sue, thank you so much for showing us all of those gorgeous, gorgeous designs. We're going to let you carry on with your challenge now. Not a problem at all. Tell us what to expect from your second designer inspiration, please.
I've gone with mainly polymer clay. The polymer clay that was supplied with was beautiful, and when I got it out the pack again, I just went, wow.
Can you pick one to give us a sneaky peek of? I don't mind which, I just want a sneaky peek.
Okay, this one.
Because it's nice, isn't it? It's Christmas. Aren't they beautiful?
And the gems, I mean, so luscious.
They are absolutely beautiful in this, they really, really are. I absolutely adore those. These are coming up for you in the second designer inspiration. And so is something else, but I wouldn't like to say what it might be. It is new, probably, and this might be coming up for you very, very soon. Stay where you are, we'll be back after this. Will we? No, we won't. We're going over here. Bye, Sue.
Bye.
We'll be back after I walk over here. Did I just give you a heart attack then, director? Oh, don't worry, it's fine. Let's go with it. So, I am going to bring to you now some gemstones. My director's hyperventilating. He was like, I haven't got a break ready. It's fine. What are we doing over here, lovely Helena? Shall we do... Say to me again. Do you want to do some under £10? Let's do a few about under £10 now, shall we? But whilst we rush towards on the table. Now, what I can say is we already know these are going to be under £12. That is obvious. Take a little look at under £10. Take a little look at this. I said 12 then. I think possibly because that is the price I would expect to see for a strand like this. You have got those beautiful plum tones running across this. And in fact, look how nicely it goes with this design. This one is by Sujo G. Hi, Sue. It's not the same, but it's very similar, isn't it? Go really prettily. Wouldn't it? Very pretty. See, this is absolutely gorgeous piece. I love, love, love this. One of our budding bees is gorgeous, gorgeous Sue. That is beautiful. These would go really nicely with that actually. It's a little bit of an addition because it's got a slight quirkier colour. It's a quirkier shape, sorry, to it. This is your plum tone. It is so, so wonderful. This, for anyone who's new and watching, is for me a necklace length. Do you mind if I put it up to the neckline, please? Gentlemen. Have a look. Oh, I'm going to hit my mic, I've just realised. No, I'm not. Did I do it? Safe. Have a little look. This is with it touching at the back for me. So this for me is the perfect length for a necklace. Suits, fits perfectly, and that's not even taking account for a clasp. If I did, it'd lay more like here. It's just the perfect size for me. Now, how much, especially newbies, because I know that a lot of Sue's lovely friends are watching today, and maybe you haven't watched us here before, how much would you expect to pay for a pearl necklace like that? What price point? It'd depend, wouldn't it? If it was a 925 clasp, it'd be higher in price, but it could easily be triple figures, couldn't it? The fact of the matter is, you know that this is going to be under £10. Now, some of you are going to be thinking, if you are brand new to us, hey, wait, hang on. What's going on with those pearls? How are they that price? I don't understand. They are real deal cultured pearls. Now, about 99% of all the pearls in the world are now cultured. The great thing with that is it means we don't dive into the sea, we don't disturb any marine life to get this whatsoever. It's kind of our environmentally friendly version, I suppose, of getting your pearls. They are the real deal. These are created by mollusks and irritant added, and over years and years and years these will be created. They're around 7 by 6 mil every single one of these. They are an absolutely beautiful real deal pearl. The thing is, we're jewellery maker and we cut out the middlemen wherever we possibly can. We have a lot of our own lapidarists, a lot of our own gem cutters. We do our own shipping wherever possible. We will cut out the middleman whenever we can. And it goes exactly the same for pearls like this. Your price point today for this necklace length strands is not, ignore that price. It's not £11.90. Don't even look at it. Your price point today is £8.95. And who noticed the name? Double Trouble. Yep, you get 2 of these strands for that price point. 2 of these strands for that price. That is absolutely astonishing, isn't it? It truly, truly is wonderful. 2 strands of genuine, real deal cultured pearls for that price is astonishing. You can make a whole suite of jewellery, your necklace, your bracelet, even a headband with these if you wanted to kind of create a little bit of a different look, and you would still only be paying £8.95. Now, we always encourage you to just double check on the market what your prices should be, where you should be aiming for. I would say to you, if you did want to make a suite of jewellery with this, if you even tried to price point this at around the £20 mark, for all of them, for one way or another, people would question what you were working with. People probably wouldn't believe that they were the real deal, but it genuinely is. So be very, very careful what you're pricing these at. I would start from 30 upwards, depending on what you're doing and how many you're using, of course. £8.95. Sue, for 2 strands of genuine real deal pearls, £8.95 for both. What do you think?
That's a giveaway price. But all I can suggest is buy it and keep it. If you don't need it now, you will at some point. I've been investing in pearls because the company's been saying that prices are going up, so where I see a real bargain, I've been buying them.
Definitely agree with you there. What would you do with these in this colour?
I think it would go very nicely with what I've been doing, but...
You're so right, that secondary eye.
I just would probably... I would put silver findings. The colour is just so beautiful, silver, but you could put dangles, you could put the lovely intricate spacer beads that have been coming along in the various kits. There's 101 things you could do with that. You said 2 strands, you've got necklace, bracelet, a really generous necklace.
Oh yeah, you could, couldn't you?
Oh yes.
Very generous. But just £8.95. What would you sell a piece on, say, you know, a generous necklace?
A generous necklace, you would talk, if you use 2 strands on a nice necklace, bracelet, you could even wire wrap a ring, you're £30–40 for the set.
Fab, isn't it? It really, really is.
And
£8.95 to buy. It's just profit on profit, but also fun to make. And let's face it, that's the main thing for a lot of us, isn't it? 2 strands under £10 is just £8.95. Treat yourself today. I'm going to bring you something that actually would go quite well. Not a gemstone we have on often at all. I'm so glad we have today because it is spectacular. Chronochroisite. We hardly ever have this gem on. This would go almost perfectly well with that stunning challenge strand that we gave to Sue earlier. Now this gemstone is so unusual. One reason we very rarely have this on is because it has the perfect cleavage. Now, Sounds like a positive thing, but in the gemstone world, it's not. Essentially, the perfect cleavage is a tendency for the crystal to break along a distinctive plane. So what I mean by that is, when we've got the crystal form and the crystal structure of this, there will be weak points, almost like your weak chains. And if they are clipped or snipped or cobbed or polished even in a completely, in a slightly wrong way, then the whole rough can just disintegrate essentially. So for example, actually, it might be a piece here that can show really, really well. Can you see this line in here? Now, that could be a weakness point. The only way to properly tell is if you look at this under magnification, which actually is where, which is what the lapidaries do. They actually look into the gemstone, as it were, but this could very easily be one of those cleavage points. Now, if this point was perhaps, they didn't angle this perfectly straight across, they went slightly too much in the diagonal and actually started to follow this cleavage line, that whole rough that this will have come from can disintegrate, because you're kind of clipping it in that distinctive point, and it can just shatter essentially, which is why we don't see this gemstone very much. Never faceted, hardly ever. Obviously you can facet it, but hardly ever will we see it on this channel faceted. We've only ever seen this strand once before. Now, Ronda Crochet is a beautiful, beautiful, delicate pink gem, and it's got those kind of salmon-like tones. It would go really nice with morganite, actually, wouldn't it? I just think really nicely with morganite or rose quartz. Yeah, absolutely. It's a beautiful, beautiful gemstone. There's lots of history and folklore behind this. If you're into things like crystal healing, you'll probably know a lot about this gemstone. It is wonderful to have it on the show today. Now, it's hard to guess the price of a gemstone. We don't see that often, isn't it? It really is tricky, especially when it's a gemstone quite unusual like this. It is very, very tricky. You know it's going to be under £10. Necessarily it probably shouldn't be, if I'm completely honest. If this was a faceted strand of this, you would be likely, even at jewellery maker prices, to be paying around the £30 mark if it was faceted. It's not though, so it's not going to be around £30. It's going to be closer to 10, but under your price point today. It's just £6.95 for you today. Now, it's really, really hard to get across how tricky this gemstone is to get your hands on. Already, we hardly ever have it on. It's totally unique. Can you think of a gemstone that has this pink, that abundance of pink, but then has also got those beautiful kind of splays throughout there of that white and black? Because it's such a unique and individual gem. It really is. It's got different areas of translucency and opaqueness. When you get this home, you'll be able to see almost on some of them where the outside hits. You've got almost this sparkle of druzy-like effect on these where the crystals haven't completely formed. Can you always see them at home, even through the camera? You've got these sort of glittery areas that kind of just look where the crystals almost haven't formed properly. That's what it looks like, doesn't it? Get it home to appreciate it. Money back guarantee until the 31st of January 2015. So, you know, do get it in. And don't forget, if you get it today at the extra £2 postage and packaging for just £4.95, you'll be getting this before Christmas to really fall in love with and really have some fun with. It's just £6.95. Great for chips and nuggets if you're interested in that kind of feel, but to give you a total different depth and colour, because for me, chips and nugget wise, at the top of my head now, I can't actually think of a gemstone that we see that often in chips and nuggets form that is of this colour. Can you? £6.95 for you today. Treat yourself. 85 carats worth of your pink Ronda Crochet. Sorry, I heard in the drawer, I didn't hear the number. Okey-pokely. Ooh, where's Pete? Can I have a blackboard, please, Ben? Pete's making me a brew. Look at him. You're lovely. Oh, he can hear me. I forgot about that. Say hi. Hi, Pete. Oh, I've just realised he's got that tablecloth shirt on again. I haven't mentioned that to him. Oh, he's not impressed. He can hear me. He's got me on talk back. Thank you, Ben. Thank you, lovely man. There we go. Ben's got his 60s salesperson jacket on, I've just been told. Oh, yeah, it is a bit. I like it. I think it really suits you.
Oh, thank you.
Has anybody seen the new Dior earrings? Obviously, although, you know, gemstone names are available, you've got your Tiffany's, they come up with new ideas every year. You've got your Chanel's, which come up with other ideas. The ones I want to focus on right here, right now, are these ones. These are the new Dior style earrings. They come in a pair, obviously, but what they've done is they've gone a little step further with kind of the elegance of these gems. And what they've actually done is they've taken the back of the gems, which normally would just be your kind of back butterfly clip, and they've added a little bit of extra adornment, a little bit of extra detail, possibly because we know that for 2015 updos are all the rage. We know that the kind of pixie haircut's going to continue going from strength to strength. So you've kind of got that idea of having, please do that again, Ben, because the pixie haircut, because we know that, you know, when you're wearing an earring, you can actually see the back of the ear, can't you? So they've actually gone a step further with this and kind of incorporated that into their design. I will encourage some of you to give that a go, because you could do that easily with jewel enamel, with your polymer clay, and with these. Take a little look. Perfect for this. So you've got your ball detail here. Now imagine doing your own little polymer ball and just popping it over the front of this, covering up the whole thing. You have got the eye pin in there if you want to do your drops, but just thinking of those kind of earring designs we've looked at. Your polymer ball here, because of course we can bake these, and then just on the back as well, just on the end, cover up that kind of butterfly effect, obviously keeping the hole so that you can slide these on and off, but actually that can work as a natural stopper as well. What I would probably say is you could bake them separately, so you can definitely take them apart if you wanted to. Sorry, put the clay on separately, I meant, and then maybe bake them together. Totally up to you, the way that you work with these and the way that you do them. But I just think those earrings are so simple for you to do at home. And we all know that if big names like your Dior, your Chanel, etc. are using these techniques and doing those unusual designs, we all know that they're going to be all the rage, aren't they, next year? Your price point today for a whopping 50 pairs should be £9.95. Your price point today, though, is just £7.95 for 50 pairs of these. Ben, tell me the truth. Are you laughing because in the picture they look like they're talking to each other? Is that what you're laughing at, babe?
Yeah.
Is that truthfully it?
Yeah, Ryan said that they look like little ducks.
They look like little ducks talking to each other.
Television and they look like ducks.
Welcome to my team, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. I have got loads of these for you. 50 pairs of these in total. Can we have a look at that picture again? Just so I can kind of highlight the way we do it. Because how easy would these be to make? In fact, we can ask Sue if we show this picture again. So just with polymer clay, you do a similar look. Just put a little blob, a little circle on the butterfly and a little blob and circle on the front of these. You can create a look very similar, couldn't you?
Very easily. And you could add glitters, micro powders. You could even create that sort of marbly look if you wanted to.
Yeah,
really good value.
Yeah, really good value. The thing with those is as well, you could definitely make them for a lower price, as I'm sure you could imagine.
Yes. And
probably make them for around about £60 less than they actually cost per pair, but it'd be a nice
some
look.
people, when you're trying to sell, when you're selling your handcrafted jewellery, not everybody can afford to pay high prices, so if you can offer them the same style, but in a different medium, it's really good value.
Fab, isn't it? It really is. Do get yourselves in on the line for that. At that price point, you probably don't want to miss it, do you? Silver-plated copper earring posts. Okay, so we've got 50 pairs of these in that gorgeous silver. After the break, I have got for you the brand news. I was ready to catch them.
Yeah, I don't want to throw them.
Oh.
I only could have had those because I used the little bail. Oh, they're such a pain when you can only do about 5 at a time.
Yeah.
But that was being perfect.
This is the best. Look at them. Brand new bail making pliers. They're longer than our usual. We've got these coming up for you straight after the break. If you go anywhere, you'd be silly. So do stay where you are because I've not got many, but I've got enough for you lot. See you in a little bit.
Where is everyone?
What have you come dressed as?
We're doing the princess thing.
No, we're doing the best Christmas story ever.
What?
I thought we were doing the reindeer thing.
What reindeers?
thing?
Yeah, the reindeer thing. We're going to ride reindeers. It's going to put them in afterwards.
Oh, okay.
I thought I was supposed to be Jolly Saint Nick, and we're doing Rudolph the Ruby-Nosed Reindeer.
What, we're not doing Ruby?
Yeah, we're doing Rudolph.
No, Opal!
What are you doing? I told everybody to have one advert within this, not one each. What are you all doing? Okay, guys, I'll tell you what then. Why don't we do just a simple Merry Christmas to the camera? Very easy. How about that?
Okay.
Yeah.
As soon as we've established that we're doing Rudolph the Ruby-Nosed Reindeer.
There's no way we're doing it. What are you talking about?
Come on.
That's ridiculous.
Okay, guys, on three. You can wish Merry Christmas to everybody.
One, really good. Really awesome.
Merry Christmas, jewellery makers! So let's go anyway.
It's going to be awesome. It's going to be...
I agree with the reindeer.
As peace of mind for your Christmas shopping, any purchase you make from now until Christmas can be returned to us until the 31st of January 2015. Do you have a question that you need answering?
Well, did you know you can ask to speak to an accredited jewellery professional in our call centre?
Trained by the GIA, you can ask us any gemological question and we'll do our best to help.
We don't just sell gemstones, we know gemstones.
That's why when you buy from us, you're buying with confidence. Buy your genuine gemstones from genuine accredited jewellery professionals. The JM Awards were a huge success last year, so we're bringing it back bigger and better than before. Join Vicky and resident designer Linda Brumwell as we reveal the best bits of JM 2014 as voted for by you. So tune in on December 31st at 9 AM and help us celebrate the Jewellery Maker Awards.
Hello everybody, my name is Rebecca Redican and swimming into shot are our brand spanking new. I am so sorry I couldn't give you a heads up about these. We've literally just had them walk through the door to us. Honestly, sort of less than the last half an hour. They are here and gosh, you are going to love them. We are joined by another person you're going to love. She's having a little root for some findings. It's the lovely Sue. Hi, Sue.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How is the challenge going? Have you started?
I've made a couple of pairs of earrings and I'm just looking for some beads.
Fab. You keep nosying.
Thank you.
Nosying. Now, these are brand new bail making pliers. Before we bring in any info on this, we are just going to tell you about why they are brand spanking new. On these ones, as opposed to the 6 steps that you might be used to have, you have 2 steps. Now that is phenomenal because have you ever had that problem where you're trying to make a bail and it's too large for the step and one side rocks off? Or have you ever tried to make yourself a mass amount of the larger jump rings, for example your 5mm jump rings, but you can only do a little step, can't you? You can only do maybe 4 or 5 depending on the gauge, so you have to take it off, snip them off. With this you'll be able to make loads. Let me show you them before we get any info in on this. I'll take them out so you can have a look. These are brand spanking new. They do your 3mm and they do your 5mm. Brand new bail making pliers for you today. Oh my goodness. I know how much you adore these. You absolutely love bail making pliers and it's fab to have them in stock. Should we get your info in? I know you're all dying to get your hands on them. There it is. Get yourself on the phone. QTZX83 is your code for these. Bail making pliers are oh so much love. Look at the 2 different sizes. You've got the 3mm and you've got the 5mm. So those are going to make your 2 different loops that you've got. perfect for making your bails. With this one, this would be great maybe for your kumihimo if you wanted to make a bail for kumihimo. This would be great just for your normal chain, and in fact, depending on the type of class, you could probably remove the bail and keep applying it, almost an interchangeable piece if you wanted to. You've got your comfort grip on these handles. They've got a little bit of squidge there, as you can see, and they are slightly textured as well. So if you do have sort of trouble with your dexterity problems, or perhaps you find the high shine handles a little bit of a pain, which I know they can be for some people, they are a little bit slippy at times, you won't have the problem with these because they have got kind of a gentle mottle to them and they are matte. They've also got your high pressure spring in the center. Now the great thing with these is, because you've got the bail making pliers, often when we have tools, you'll have the actual coiled spring here, won't you? Now the problem with that is, well, it can be, depending on sort of the security of the coil, I suppose, but the problem with the coiled spring can be that actually when you work them and you overwork them, the coil can actually kind of jolt out of place a little bit, can't it? We've all had it. We've all had different tools and even sort of sets of pliers that I've got in my toolkit, we have that. The spring kind of jolts out of place and the whole pliers are a bit broken, or you can still use them, but you have to be careful and you always have to pull them to a different way. You don't have that problem with these at all because it's just two separate pieces of metal, which means they will still work as your spring, but you've not got that issue that they're going to kind of come apart or come disconnected. A great thing about this spring as well is it's less work on your hands. I'm sure we've all had it before as well, whereby you've had your pieces and you've kind of squeezed them together, and what happens after a bit of time is they kind of get stuck into place and you always have to kind of force them apart a little bit. You don't have the problem with this at all. You can see how sort of secure that spring is, and it does make it really, really workable and really, really usable. These are spectacular. Now, Sue, you were saying to me earlier on that your bail making pliers, you've had occasions whereby you don't just want the little steps that we have on the 6 loop pliers, you want that larger piece. Why is that important sometimes?
Well, when you come to look at the kit that I've just made, I wanted some really chunky jump rings to fix the stars, and I've got the 6-step ones, but you can literally make 5 at a time, and those you could make at least a dozen by the looks of it. Save a lot of time.
You really, really can, can't you? I just think these are so spectacular. It's lovely to have a new product in at this time of year. Loads of you are coming in for this today. You've got the 2 different sizes loops in here. If you are into things like your chainmail, the 5mm chainmail jump rings, that's the word, can be very, very popular, and actually you can only create those long loops on things like your deluxe gizmo, and I know that we hardly ever have it in stock. When we do, it always flies out, so you might not actually have that. If you do want to make your own 5mm or even 3mm jump rings, then you can with this, because with the steps they are quite small, and like I said, maybe only be able to get 2, 3, 4, 5, depends on the gauge and why you're using jump rings. But on these you can keep going and going and going, use your saw on them afterwards, or use your flush cutters. Totally and absolutely up to you what you're going to be doing with these. The lovely thing with the bail making plier is lots and lots and lots of people can get involved in making lovely to use to use for chain work, actually, isn't it?
I would imagine, I don't do an awful lot of chain mail, but the little bit I do, to have that flexibility to be able to create several rather than having to do 5 at a time.
5 at a time, yeah, exactly. I'm just thinking, actually creating a chain with this would be really, really nice. Who did we have on? Pop quiz. Who did we have on? Maybe last week, maybe the week before. Was it Spellbinding, Laura Binding? I think it was. I've answered my own questions, 10 points to me. Who did a chain whereby she made one loop, she did an S shape, one loop was bigger and the other was smaller, and she kept doing that, and then she did them back to back. Can anyone remember that? You guys at home can, I know. You could actually, but what she had to do was she had to do it with the bail, and she had to do a loop and then put it to another step and do a loop. With this, you could actually just do it on one. Couldn't you? So just interweave, get your piece of wire, maybe your 0.8, go S shape around it, figure of 8 around it almost, slip it off, and then you've got your chain made there. You just do that over and over and over again. So much easier, actually. Your names have gone off my screen. Hello, Bev, Margaret, Alice, Cynthia, Ellie, Joan, Rosemary, Kate, Kat, Loads of you. Hello to you, all you lovely people coming in and getting this. We've even got multi-buyers on this. Congratulations for getting yourself a brand new product. Now, we always know that our tools here are corking quality. I would say, you know, when you get them individually like this, we put a lot of thought and effort into these, and we genuinely do. The great thing with us here at Jewellery Maker is, well, it's kind of you guys in a way, actually. The great thing is that you buy from us, and therefore we're able to buy more products, and we're even able to design our own products, taking into account notes and comments that you have made. So these won't have just been kind of one person manager upstairs brainchild. This will have been probably because you've emailed us in, you've sent letters in, you've put things up on Facebook saying, just an idea, how about making the bails longer than you would normally get? We've listened to you and we've created our very own piece. Now, the great thing about us designing our own piece like this and creating our own shapes and pieces like this is that we are able then to cut out the middleman. If someone else had made these for us, if someone else had made, say, you know, our first the first time around with our 6 bail makers, the 6-step pliers that we had, the first time around they would have been created by someone else, which means that they will make them. They will obviously make them for a certain amount of money. They will then sell them on to us to make a little bit of profit for themselves. We will, of course, then sell them on for a little bit of profit for ourselves so that we can stay on TV and so that we can still bring you things and buy you products. And each time you're adding a step, you're, of course, going to be losing, or you're going to be adding a markup onto that piece. The fact of the matter is, though, that we have actually made these ourselves. And that means we're able to offer you an extremely competitive price. Your price point for brand new bail makers today is just £6.95 for you today. Our other ones that we brought to you that are still jewellery makers are the £8.95. When you bought the 6-step from us, when we used to buy them from another company, they were over £12. Every single time we are trying to bring you more and more and more bargains. Maybe you've been thinking for ages now, 6-step loopers, really? Will I use them that much 6 steps? Oh, I don't know, maybe I'll try them out. We'll try out with the 2 because you're saving yourself money on the price point. They're just £6.95. For the first time we've ever seen these, Sue. £6.95 for a professional tool. What do you think?
I think that's very good value. I just wish you'd had it a fortnight ago and it would have saved me a heck of a lot of time. But I hope it doesn't sell out today because there's definitely one that I want to buy for my collection.
You'd have to be quick. You'll have to be quick, but thankfully I've got a couple of hundred of these, so there is a great opportunity for you to get your hands on them. There really is. But what I will say is please don't hesitate with them in your baskets, because you know what stuff like this is. Nobody wants that Christmas disappointment, do they, of missing out on a brand new product like this, and who knows when we'll get it back in. I'm sure we will, because it is extremely popular, but who knows when. We've not got another order in for it now. In fact, what I will say is if you see a new product over the next couple of days, get it whilst you can, because we've essentially had to put in our final orders already for January, February, March next year. Long story short, of course, kind of lots of delivery places are going to be off over Christmas and New Year, and then a lot of our cutting houses will have a couple of weeks off for things like Chinese New Year in February, etc. So it's kind of, we've had to get all of our orders in for new stuff that we want before March. Now we've had to get it all in, and we've got them all in the warehouse kind of waiting. So what I will say is, if we sell out of this, we will not be getting any more of them back in by, at the very earliest, it would be April, at the very earliest. So with things like this, brand new products like this, what we've got in stock right now is what we've got in stock until at least the end of March. So please do get your hands on them whilst you can. QTZX87, that's your code. It's a total bargain, $6.95 for you today. Loads of you with it in your baskets, please do check out those. I cannot encourage you enough. Got over 100 of those gone already, so do be quick. $6.95 for you today. You didn't expect that to be in the under £10 section, probably, did you? Okay, now we are in our under £10. Let's bring you another. Do check those out your baskets. Very important right now. How about I bring to you a shining example of peridot. Take a look. Oh, peridot. It's zesty, it's bright, it's fun, and it's mesmerising. If you want to add a splosh of colour, a little bit of springtime to your pieces, then why not with this? Get your hands on that gorgeous, gorgeous first kit that had that translucent green and pair this up with your polymer. Add a little dash, a little splash of colour to your pieces with this gorgeous strand. It is a gemstone which is formed quite unusually to many other gemstones. It's a gemstone which has a lot of folklore and history to it. It's a gemstone which to me almost encapsulates organics within it. That's the appearance I get. It's almost got an amber-like feel to it in that way. But then you've got this gorgeous, unique, zesty green. 80 carats worth of your peridot, 5 to 6 mil. Your price point today is just £6.95. Now we are in our under £10 hour. It's very, very important that people are getting on the phones as quickly as they can, because for the next kind of 15-20 minutes I've got to squeeze in as many under 10s as I possibly can. The only thing with that is I am not allowed to move on until my producer is happy for me to move on, and she's only happy when people are checking out their baskets. So if I'm stuck there with kind of 20 people with it in their baskets, I will simply not be allowed to move on. It's as simple as that. So do check out your baskets. Thank you, Glenda, you've just checked out. Do check out your baskets on this. So long as I've got kind of less than 5 people with it in their baskets, my producer will let me move on. But up until that point, I'm going to have to stick on these. So work with me on this, work with me here. These are the rules of the game, sadly. Do check out those baskets. Thank you so, so much, everyone who is getting this. £6.95. Oh, I've dropped under 5. Can I move on? Yes. £6.95. Good work. Citrine. Oh, faceted. Oh, this is going to be popular, I think. Let me show you against the black, because I just love this little black shirt, little black polo neck, little black Christmas jumper. Isn't that lovely? Really nice kind of honey-like, gentle tone to these, actually, isn't it? Really beautiful. Nice bit of shine through these as well, actually. Can you see that? Brilliant. It's almost radiating from the centre of these. 40 carats worth of your citrine we have here. Very rare indeed for us to see a faceted citrine under the £10 mark, but we are today. That is the price point we're going to be going under. The lovely thing with citrine is it is a bright, happy, beautiful gemstone. When it's faceted like this, it gives you something a little bit different. It gives you this kind of this interest in the sense of you get a beautiful, beautiful cascade of light over the facets, but then you also, when you get closer, get this glow internally within the gem. It's like a double whammy of beautiful light that you get playing through this. Seriously lengthy strand, 40 carats worth here. Your price point today? Genuinely did not expect that price point. I get really used to the prices here, you get really used to prices here, we all do. It's usually, you know, it's kind of human nature, isn't it, that we kind of are lulled into a sense of security that we understand and we know. This one kind of woke me up a little bit. I wasn't expecting £6.95. I knew it would be under 10, but very rare do we see faceted citrine under 10. And when we do, it's normally the £8.95 mark. Not today though, it's just £6.95. Loads of you coming in for this. Do check out the baskets. I'm not going to move on until my producer lets me. Sue, what would you do with this?
I would add gold findings. I just love citrine. I think it's, as you say, it's got such vitality and colour in it. And those shapes, again, faceting just adds that vibrancy and brilliance to the gem. It's really lovely. I think you could gizmo wire. It's just, I'm just speechless because it's so beautiful.
And what do you think for £6.95?
I can't believe it. If you paid twice that, you were thinking you were getting a bargain. But for that price,
you really would.
It's just such a special gem.
It's gorgeous, isn't it? It's bright, it's breezy, it's wonderful. Do get involved with us today. This is 40 carats worth of your gorgeous, gorgeous citrine. You have got your graduated faceted rondelles. We're looking at around 3x2 to around 5x2 on these ones. You're looking at about 30 centimetres, it says. I'd hazard a guess that mine was slightly longer, but that's the way of the world. Checking out those baskets as soon as everybody can. That includes people who are on the phone as well, by the way, because we do have a list of you now that puts you and people in your baskets in the same sort of capsule. Happy? £6.95 for you. I'm checking, she's happy to move on. Say to me again. Ben's just put some pendants on my table, and actually, how cutesy would the citrine go sewn around here? Really beautiful. Oh my goodness, it'd be like a daffodil effect, wouldn't it? How cute would that be? It's almost, I don't know if this is just me, it's almost got kind of the Tudor rose sort of feel to it a little bit, doesn't it? It's really beautiful detail. These are going to be on your screen right now. So we have got genuine silver plating these copper findings. The lovely thing with this is you've got those gorgeous pendant details. Sew your gemstones into here. You could even use these actually with your polymer. Imagine popping little bits of polymer throughout each of these holes and almost slightly extruding it through, so you've got a little bit of a raised effect with almost a stained glass window appeal to these, couldn't you? Just picking out your favourite colours, your favourite designs. You've got a large bail at the top here, so it's great to go through things like your kumahimo. You've also got the 5 loop drops at the bottom, but don't forget, you don't have to use it this way around. What about if you used it this way around and you actually did, say, an asymmetric design, maybe 3 strands coming from this side and 2 sides coming from this one, and perhaps having a kumahimo drop coming through here if you wanted to. My producer's suggesting a slave bracelet idea. That would be really sweet. I really like that idea. You're getting 3 of these today. Your price point for 3 is just £7.95 for you. Now, Sue, I've been right nosy. I've got you in my peripherals, and I can keep seeing you like looking up like, oh, at these ones.
They are fabulous. I was thinking exactly the same thing about the slave bracelet, or even for your foot.
Yeah, oh, lovely.
That was just going through my mind exactly. But with the 3, you could potentially make 2 earrings and a matching pendant.
Gorgeous idea.
Yeah. And I expect they're quite lightweight, so with little citrines dangling at the bottom, because a lot of people say that they like big, but they don't necessarily want too heavy.
Yes, you're right.
That would just be the right amount of sparkle and shine.
And these are perfect for that, aren't they? They really, really are super high shine. What kind of colours would you like to work with these ones?
I think black.
Ooh, tell me more.
I think I'd have the citrine and perhaps some onyx or something like that. Well, diamonds, if you could get your hands on them, wouldn't that be just spectacular?
Well, they would, wouldn't they?
Like diamonds.
Oh, it'd be stunning, wouldn't it?
A little chain or something like that. I know the company sells pre-chain, the made chain with the gemstones. So easy just to add on to those with a little jump ring.
That'd be really nice. Actually, I've got a gemstone shell coming up later, haven't I, Helena? I think I have. They will go really nice, wouldn't they?
Yeah. But
£7.95 for you. Loads of you getting this. Multi-buyers on it as well. I'm being told I do need to wait. There's a few too many in baskets. Do check out for us. You have got 3 of these here today. And actually, I was just thinking, resin would be good with these as well, wouldn't they? You could actually use these kind of the base section. We saw quite recently on DI, the gorgeous lady that is the world's best hugger, Fiona, showed us how to kind of use just pieces of wire as your bails. So you can put little, imagine just certain colours in these sections and then a different colour in the larger sections. It's like a stained glass window. You could use that as a window hanging actually, couldn't you? That would be beautiful, absolutely stunning. Hey, I've got her on with us soon, haven't I? I think so. Isn't it like this weekend coming? Post-Christmas? Is it? I hope so. I love that lady. There's lots of you with it in your baskets. Please do check out. My producer is seriously encouraging you to do so today. TP JD 25 is your code today. I'm under the lucky number 5. There's only 3 of you with it in baskets now, so I can move on. Okie pokely, on my table. Wait. Are you joking? Stop it. Right. Listen. This is an absolute bargain. I personally would be on the phone now for this because I'm giving you a heads up now. This is under £10, but it is a beautiful whammy of gorgeousness. Look at that. How beautiful is this as a pairing? pretty as a picture for February babies, for creative lovers, for Aquarius, people who are born under the birth sign of Aquarius as well. This is for you. It's of course known as the gemstone of creativity, birthstone of people born in February, and also people under the horoscope sign of Aquarius. This one is for you. This is not a drill. Please, please, please let me know straight away. You're going to love this. Let's take a look at what I've got right here, right now, shall we? The cabochon, real deal, totally and absolutely natural. In fact, can you check this for me? How much out of it is natural? I'm guessing all. You have got your beautiful cabochon, 40 by 30 mil, 50 carats worth. And you've also got your beautiful, beautiful irregular plain drops that we have here. So they are top drilled. Looking in size up to 13 by 5. Now take a look at this necklace for me. And look at how beautifully this works. With that cab at the bottom, which is just exquisitely created. Now, how much would you look at selling this for, this piece as an entirety, Sue? I know it's hard to suggest, but this is an entirety. What would you suggest?
I think you've got to be asking for at least £30 on that, at least.
Oh, yeah.
Possibly, depending on where you sold it, you could ask potentially 50.
Yeah.
It's stunning.
It's gorgeous, isn't it? It's why one of our budded beaders. I think even if you were to go lowest price, like you suggested, £30, when you're actually getting it for this price, you'd be as chuffed to pieces, wouldn't you?
Oh, definitely.
Especially when you've seen the sign behind me, so you know it's actually going to be under £10 for these today. It's actually £8.95, Sue. What do you think of that?
I'm blown away again.
And then when I add another strand to the situation,
oh, no.
What do you think of that?
I think I have to ask Father Christmas, please, please.
I love that. You have got 2 strands and a cabochon for £8.95. That's working out under £3 per component. You have got yourself such a deal here. You get each of these strands. These are your regular plain drops that we've got here. Look at the length of these strands. I told you that this was not a drill. Thank you so much to everyone who trusted in me and believed in me. You know that I won't hype something up this big if it's just going to be something you might expect. But the fact of the matter is, it's not. You've got your irregular drops. You've got your usual drops in beautiful 2 lengthy strands. My strands, to me, are looking about 40 centimetres. They really, really are. I know the space is in there, but seriously, look at that. That one is way more than 40 centimetres. This is 30 centimetres, and look how much I've got left over. All of that left over. I know the space is in there, but that's purely so they don't scratch against each other. That is astonishing. Lengthy strands there, absolutely huge. You've then got these gorgeous drops, which is a beautiful lengthy strand. And you've got the cab as well. Don't forget, when you're going out and purchasing cabs in other places, and let's face it, I'm sure you do. I'm sure some people will go to shops and you'll just see one that really takes your fancy and you can't help yourself. Absolutely fine. What I will say is, when you're buying certain types of gemstones and certain types of cabs, you are going to be expected to be paying a heck of a lot more. As soon as you've got any birthstone names coming up in a cab, you're going to be paying at least 10% more on average, at least. Even if you've just got things like your clear quartz, as soon as that clear quartz turns that deep purple and therefore is amethyst, you're going to be paying more than likely more money for that. Not with us though, not here at Jewellery Maker, working out under £3 per component for amethyst. That is one of your favourite gemstones. If you love deep rich purple, if you love these gorgeous kind of aubergine tones, if you are a February baby or your loved one is or your best friend is, if you are an Aquarius or a February baby, then these ones are for you. It's said to kind of strengthen your creativity. It's said, which for this time of year might be good to help against drunkenness at this time of year. Oh, we all know. Oh, Sue did a little mischievous under her breath chuckle then. I've got your card mark.
Thank you.
£8.95. Your names have gone off my screen. I've got multi-buyers. You know I won't hype stuff like this up if I don't truly believe in the quality, in the amount, and in the price point. And this truly is pretty as a picture. I told you you'd love it, and you really do. Guess what though? Getting lower and lower in stock every single minute. In fact, half of my stock has gone on this already. £8.95. If you haven't opened your basket yet, there is absolutely no reason not to. We've got the new bail makers in. Have we still got some left? Fab. They're still in. Get in for those. Open your baskets. It's just £4.95 for you to do so. And look, it's only 3 o'clock. You've got all of this. You've got the late show. You'll have a repeat of the morning show on tonight as well. And it's at £4.95 up until midnight tonight. And we can guarantee you that it will be with you before Christmas if you pay that £4.95. So get in whilst you can. Over half my stock gone. It's £8.95 for you today. Congratulations, everybody. Thank you very much for sticking with me. And thank you very much, everyone, for checking out those baskets. My producer's very happy with you. Said, oh, they did really well then, checking out the baskets then. You did, thank you very, very much. The quicker you check out the baskets, the more products we're able to fit in time like that. So well done to all of you. Okay, designer inspiration time. Lovely, lovely Sue.
Hi, so I'll clear away again. I've been so busy.
We're heading over to you in probably about 4 minutes.
Okay.
What are we expecting?
I'm going to show you how to do a polymer clay cabochon. Rather than the wire wrapping, which is the traditional way of doing it, I'm going to show you how to do it, how I did it.
Perfect. Cannot wait to see those. You're going to love the amount that Sue's created, and there's some that I would say look much more tricky to create. Are they than the first kit? Are some of the kind of steps a little bit more?
I don't. Perhaps more than the earrings that I made. But when you break it down into, I use a lot of cutters to do the creativity bit, and it's just how you assemble it, really. So, hopefully when I've broken it down,
everyone can get involved. Perfect. You're going to be getting loads and loads of polymer in this again. Majority of it is primo. You do have one of the souffles, which is beautifully soft to work with. Almost gives you a fabric-like feel. And if you do roll it out fine enough, you can actually still have movement in this without the worry of it really easily snapping because it's not too brittle. So we have got in here a beautiful array of colours. You've got the purple, we've got the white granite, you've got the translucent white, which is one of the most popular ones that we have. You also have the gold, and you have that royalty purple as well in the souffle. Really beautiful array in here. These two in particular are some of the most popular that we have. The translucent's great for inlaying photographs in. If you do want to do that last minute homemade, really thought out, beautiful kind of encapsulation of a memory, then you can with that one in particular. It's perfect for it. So all of those polymers, 5 in total. And then bring to you some wire, which I know a lot of you have been waiting for. I've got for you here 10 metres worth of your 1 mil in that beautiful gold. I also have 10 metres worth of your 0.4 in the gold as well. Beautiful pairing this, we all know that. You've got your really structural, your super malleable, great for your weaving there, paired together. It really is a wonderful pairing, and both in that gorgeous gold, which goes superbly well with our wonderful shell pearl cabs. If you haven't seen these yet, you're really missing out because they're beautiful. Aren't they? Now these ones are your gold shell pearl round cabochons. They're 20 mil in total. You've got 5 pieces here. Now what this is it's a mother of shell bead substance that we apply, and we build it up layer after layer after a layer, and it means that we're able to create this gorgeous shape for you. It's beautifully domed. You've got the flat surface on there as well, but you've got that beautiful dome to these, so perfect for working. And we are going to show you how to work these into your polymer design, which could be something a little bit different for you today. How exactly to set a cab and a shell pearl cab into these. I'm going to show you that. And then lastly, but by no means leastly at all, your strands. 2 strands in this. Both that gorgeous regal tone. You have got 200 carats worth of that purple howlite. I love it when we get howlite, and I specifically love it when we apply really rich, deep colours to them. And how perfect is that as a combination? It just works so, so well. So that is your howlite, 200 carats worth we have there. 8 mil on those, and they're your perfect rounds. We've then got your pyrite, and those are in your rice beads, 10 by 8 on these ones. They've got a lovely kind of almost an old gold colouring, almost an antiques bronze background, and then you just get this hint, this pop of the purple as well. It's almost like kind of the diesel-like tone actually, isn't it? Really beautiful, lovely submetallic to these, really, really pretty. So you've got both of those strands. Let me reiterate. 5 packs of polymer, 20 metres worth of wire, 2 strands, your howlite and that beautiful pyrite, and 5 of your shell pearl cabs. Your price point today should be £38.50, which actually for this amount is really, really good, especially as you know generally the price of your individual polymers, but then perhaps kind of the wire and those strands, you might even have been expecting more. Your price today though, I think you're going to love. Can we go below 30, do you think? I think we can. We can go way under. £26.95 for you today. We didn't tell you the price these were going to go to.
No, that's very good. When you consider what I've made, and I still have some of the polymer clay left to make other pieces, that's a real good bargain. It's a money maker, this one.
Good. Why is it? Why do you think it's a money maker?
Well, polymer clay itself is quite a reasonable price. It's particularly from Jewellery Maker. Having priced it in shops and whatever, this is good. You put the time in, that's the cost. You've got some and you can, as soon as you combine it with the beautiful beads, I hope you agree with me that I've created some high-end pieces.
Definitely.
And you certainly wouldn't be selling those for the price of the kit.
Oh no, definitely much more you'd expect, wouldn't you? You have used so much here. You really, really have. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 pieces you've made in total.
Yes.
And did you have any left?
I've got masses of wire.
Really?
I have some polymer clay, but I used every single bead.
Fab, that's good.
Oh, I've
yeah,
got
why not?
4 cabs, which I didn't use because I did the one.
They did the one.
Yep.
We are going to be looking at how to create this one actually, aren't we? Now this might be something a little bit different that you might not have seen before. What gave you the idea?
I have watched JM quite a bit recently just to see how other people are using the cabs. They have been coming up quite regularly. And I wanted some inspiration myself. I thought about polymer clay and then I wasn't sure, and then I thought, no, I'm going to go for it. Nothing ventured, nothing lost.
Absolutely true.
So yeah, I have had a go and I think it's turned out well. I was a little bit concerned about baking it, but I took a little bit more time and attention than I would normally baking polymer clay. I made the item, put it in a cold oven, heated it gently, cooked it for the required time, and then allowed it to cool in the oven. I didn't touch it. I thought if I don't disturb it, hopefully it will be fine.
Fab.
And I was really pleased with the effect that's come out.
Yeah, absolutely true. Okay, lovely lady, let's get started with you, shall we?
I'm going to start with some of this gold polymer clay. It's beautiful stuff. It's soft, it's easy to work with. I've conditioned it beforehand and I'm just going to roll it. And the pasta machine, which I couldn't do polymer clay without. I mean, so far I've managed, because it's been very small scale. But when you want to do repetitive, doing it with the pasta machine and using cutters, you've got the same thickness all the time, so you can repeat many times, which, you know, the things that I've made, to give that professional finish, you need regular shapes. So I'm going to use number 1, which is the majority of things are rolled out on number 1.
Okay.
I normally have this clamp, so forgive me if this goes all over the place. And there's a little bit of glitter, unfortunately. I thought I'd washed my hand and got rid of it, but it's still with us. So these are the rings that I've bought. I think they came with the
starter pack.
I'm not sure if this is the starter pack or the set of cutters. It's one or the other.
Okay.
I'm going to double it up first because I want double thickness. Hopefully I've got... And this is going to form the base.
Okay.
Okay. Then I want just to do a smaller shape, which I'm going to put in the centre, which the cab will sit on the top.
Okay.
So just... Polymer clay can be reused again and again and again.
As long as you haven't baked it.
As long as you haven't baked it. But for something like this, again, I'm folding it in half.
Okay.
And I'm going to use a cutter that's just slightly bigger than the cab. It fits on a tree.
Okay.
And that's going to sit into the centre.
Okay.
And the cab's going to sit right on the top.
Fab.
I'm going to repeat with the purple. And this is where I'm going to cut the flowers.
So is this on a 1 again?
Oops, handle's falling off.
It's all right.
Number 1 again. And I'm just going to use single thickness this time.
Okay.
So again, and just a little bit of a wiggle. On some of the smaller cutters, if the polymer clay gets stuck, I just use a brush, a round-ended brush, just to push it out. I think I've used 7. I think that's how many I've got. See, the glitter's looking lovely on the purple.
Really pretty, actually.
Right. Just going to form the little flowers. Just bending in very carefully, going round, and then I'm going to place them. This will stop the cab falling out.
How pretty. So you're just delicately tweaking those to go around the outside.
It's just how many, it depends on the cutter you're using, the shape. I found that I think 7 or 8 were just what I needed.
Okay.
Some point or other you're going to have to put a bail. I did this a couple of days ago, and I made up this, and I suddenly thought, well, what on earth am I going to do with it? I've forgotten to put the bail on. So if I get that far, please give me a nudge. Hopefully this, once it's baked, will keep the cab in place. And this should be last but not least. You know what, I've forgotten to put the leaves on. That's sat right in front of me. So
put the leaves on, Sue.
I've forgotten to put the leaves on.
Oh, it's all right. How can we solve that if many other people do that as well?
As long as you don't leave it too long, I'm just going to peel them off.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's all right, don't worry about it.
Right. These moulds are absolutely brilliant. I've used them for the holly leaves, but it's this little one that just in the corner here that I'm interested in.
Just that one,
just
right.
this one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
To stop it sticking, you can put a little bit of corn flour, or you can put micro powder. Just need a piece of conditioned clay and press in. And then I'm just going to slice the excess a little bit, just at a time. See these lovely shapes.
They're gorgeous, aren't they? Absolutely beautiful.
Again, you need a lot of them.
Well, we'll let you do all
Thank
of
you.
those because we've seen exactly how you do them. And what I will offer to you now, what did you say to do then? Sorry, love. Hello? Fab. I'm going to do for you now because we were talking about the mica powders and the gleams, weren't we? What would a gleam add to this?
Well, I am going to add the, I've got the light gold gleam, I've got the mica
powders.
The gleams work in the same way, but you use that afterwards, whereas these I tend to use before you bake them.
Okay, so let's do the pre-bake first then, shall we? And we will do the mica powders. Can you show me how some of these mica powders look on yours in a minute, please?
Yep, I'll do that now.
Let's give you the opportunity to get your hands on the mica powders first though, shall we? I have got your zesty orange. Now these are super duper fine. Mica powders are just wonderful. You can apply these to the outside of your designs. You can actually, if you've got, say, a base colour, such as the poppy seeds that we had on earlier on, the poppy seed souffle, aka the black souffle polymer. If you do have that and you want to add a little bit of internal interest, you can actually really work this into it, lots of working it in, and it will give you kind of a little bit of a sheen, because essentially that's kind of one of the ways that we add accents to our pieces, just with mica powders essentially. So you can do your own look. You have got your fairy dust. You have got 3 of these here. You have got your zesty pink, your zesty orange, and your yellow mica powders here. Now you can paint with these, you can apply these to the top, you can add these in. All 3 of them together are just £7.95 for you. So they're going to last you ages as well. They're going to last you such a long time. They truly, truly are. And they do go far, but they're really fun, aren't they?
Oh,
too?
yes. They make the piece, they lift. And if you've got texture as well, if you use the texture plates. So this is this beautiful pink. I've got this at home. It's a lovely, lovely pink.
It's like coral-like, isn't it?
Yep.
See how this looks on the purple?
It's sort of...
Oh, that's so nice. Let me just move it down into shot a little bit. That's it. Can you see that there? Look at that. That's just with the pink on top.
Yeah. You just keep adding. The good thing is that there is a depth, but if you only want just a light coating, just go once. You can apply it with brushes, as you say. You can use paint.
Yeah. It just gives you a gorgeous look. And actually, if I showed this to this camera here, can you see it gives you a sheen? Beautiful, isn't it? Isn't that divine? Oh, it's absolutely beautiful. It really gives a fun effect, doesn't it? And that's with the pink. And of course, that colour's going to be different whatever colour you put it onto, isn't it?
Yep. I mean, I can put some on another colour. This is the yellow.
The yellow on the purple. Ooh. Oh, that is nice.
It almost makes it green, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. Gives it a really different effect, doesn't it? So pretty, really gorgeous. Lots of you coming in for this. A pack of 3 is just £7.95
So now we've done the 2. Let's do the other one.
We should probably do the other one too, shouldn't we? Just to see. Hello to everybody. If you do want to get your hands on gleams, I have got those coming up for you in a little bit as well.
That is fab.
That's a gorgeous one, isn't it? Look at those 3. And that's on purple. Try it out on whatever ones you've got at home. It's going to give you a totally different feel, isn't it? £7.95 for you, so thank you for doing that for us. Okay, lovely lady. So you're just chopping up and getting out some of your leaves.
Yes, should have done
and
this.
And how are you applying these? In the same way, or you're moving them around a little bit?
I just, my personal choice is I just like to try and make it more natural looking. If you wanted them sticking out, that's fine. It's whatever how you feel about your piece. I think another 2 more leaves and we'll be done. You can add glitters to this as well if you want to.
Okay. We do have some of those glitters left on from earlier if you wish to get your hands on them. Have a look on the website or talk to the lovely call centre.
Yeah. This purple is such a gorgeous colour. I mean, it's combined with gold, but you could use the silver polymer clay. That would also look stunning. Whatever, you know. The good thing about polymer clay is that it goes as far as your imagination will take it.
That's fab. That's always nice. We have actually got some moulds coming up for you later. They're not the leaf moulds, but we have got moulds coming up for you in a little bit if you want them.
There's one of the moulds that's got little mittens. Oh, they are so cute. They are cute, and I've made several pairs of earrings with that and a necklace. Right, so I'm just going to add the light gold to that.
Yeah.
Again, I'm just going to go over just lightly because I just want it to pick up the detail rather than colouring it completely.
Oh, isn't that beautiful? Just gives a really
just
nice...
lifts it, doesn't it?
Yeah. Gives it more depth because it doesn't go right into the crevices, the veins.
Now we'll go back to the beginning.
Yeah.
And we'll put the flowers on.
Fab.
You can use, if you just want to press them in gently, either a pen, or I'm just going to use this because it's handy.
Well, that's good.
The end of...
poke that in.
Just... Right, before I finish, I need a piece of wire. The bail.
Of course. Yeah, good job remembering. Well, if you don't remember, you can always apply it later, can't you?
You can, yeah. It's just easier at this particular point because you can hide it easier.
That's good.
That's what I'm looking for. I'm just going to, this particular point, it's just a fixing. I don't want to pass anything through. You can do, but I used it as to be able to put a jump ring through. So it's so bigger. So just literally make a twist. I'm going to hold that and twist the wire. This, it doesn't have to be neat, because it's just going to make a shape which when you push into the clay will hold it. Whoops, sorry, nearly got you.
Oh no, it's fine, don't worry.
Right, so I'm just going to push this right. Let's move that round so the camera can see. Let's move the tile around, that's easier.
Okay, lush.
So I'm just going to push that in onto the clay that the cab sat on.
Yeah.
Not too far, otherwise it would completely disappear. And then the last flower sits on the top. I've just got to make the little centres. You could use head pins, tops of head pins. That's too big.
They're really adorable.
And I'm going to finish off in a minute with a little detail.
Okay.
Right. Right. I'm going to use just the end.
Okay, just the pokey section.
Yep. Just poke in. That pushes the clay in, but it also just gives a little bit of detail to the centre.
Okay.
And I used, we got rid of the micro powders, or I'll use the gold. Just, again, a touch to the flowers.
Oh.
I used the, I think it's a red I think I used on the original one, but they're all good.
That. Really luxurious look, actually, very luxurious.
So.
How pretty. Isn't it amazing that it looks really tricky to do, but actually you created it? And remind us again how we're going to bake this.
I wrapped that well in several layers of tin foil and I laid it in that the holder that you had earlier.
In the baking tray, yeah.
Put it into a cold oven, and then I turned it on. I've checked my oven, I've used it several times. So if you've not used polymer clay, please check first on the temperatures in the oven. It's quite tolerant of a lot of things, but it doesn't like to be too hot.
Yes.
So about 125, 130 for 15 minutes. So I put that in cold, heated the oven up, and then I allowed it to sit, and I didn't touch it until the oven was cold. And hey, it's fine.
And it's all good. It's
yes,
absolutely fine.
Yes.
If you want to create this look, but maybe you're going for a different colour palette, or maybe you're looking at, you've already got quite a few of the polymer colours, but actually you want to do this look with a different coloured cab, then you can. I've got the opportunity for you to do them here. Look at them. Which ones do you want to do, Helena? The silvers. Okay. What kind of look do you think these silver ones are? The same size, same shape as the ones in the kit, but what do you think difference this will make?
Sorry, what was it?
What kind of difference do you think this will bring to your look? Because obviously the other ones are gold.
Oh yes, I mean, I was just going to bend one of the flowers just to sort of put against it so that...
Yeah, go on.
If you hold it with, like you had, that's it. You should be able to see the purple.
Yes. Oh, it actually goes quite nicely because there's almost a purple sheen in it, isn't there?
Yes. The silver cabs are lovely.
They are pretty, aren't they?
Yes.
Add a little bit different to your designs. Yeah. You've got 5 in this pack. Your price point you'll love. Silver, shell, pearl, cabs. Price, it's just £7.95, and you've got 5 of them here for us today. Only ever been seen once before, so do get your hands on them if you want a little bit of a different feel to your pieces, then you absolutely can. 20mm is your size on these. LJGP05 is the code. And I've also got the larger ones as well, if you want to give yourself a real different feel. What do you think of those ones?
Wow.
They're a bit special, aren't they?
They look like the inside of a shell.
They do, don't they? That kind of mother of pearl rainbow.
Yes, yes.
That's so beautiful. Take a look. These are larger, these ones that we're looking at now. They go great with the silver though, actually, if I play them next together. Yeah. They go really beautifully with the silver. Imagine that as a layered design. You'd like to do a flower with all the silvers around and one of those in the middle, would you, Ben? You cutie. Yeah. These are your cream shell cabochons. You've got 30mm on these and you'll be getting 3 of these. Look at them. The pearlescence on them, it's quite hard for you to see. Actually, you can get a decent feel for it. Can you see the pinks? And then the greens and the yellows and the golds that span along this. That is so beautiful. That's really, really impactful, isn't it? Can you see it, especially on the top one? You've got 3 of these, because obviously they are larger in size. Beautiful 30mm. Your price point for more of a statement selection is just £8.95. What would you do with these ones, because they are a bit bigger?
Oh, well, I was just making some rope, just to see what that looked like going round with the polymer clay. Whoops.
Love that idea. Yeah, you can get the feel for that. Oh, that's a really nice look.
Yeah.
Oh, it gives you so much nice texture. Oh, look at the pearlescence. You can see it really, really well. That's exactly the look you'll be getting at home. Really eye-catching. £8.95 for you on those today. I'm going to leave those with you because we're back with you now.
All right.
You're going to show us another little bit of something.
Yes. Using the necklace with the discs.
Now this is a completely unique piece. We've had 2 or 3 messages in about this actually. Right. Just sort of asking, what is that? Let me see it. We're going to find out exactly what it is in a moment, but look at that texture. It is so beautiful, isn't it? Real texture, real feel. Beautiful movement to these as well. These ones have been paired with that howlite, which don't forget we do have in the kit. So do check out your baskets on that kit because we do have quite a few. And actually, just to say to you that I do have coming up for you the moulds, and I've got some gleam for you also actually. Okay, we're getting relatively low actually on your cabs that are on your screen right now. So if you do want them, I would say do check out those baskets. Please be quick on them. We are getting relatively low on stock on those. Only £8.95. They're big, they're bold, and they're beautiful. So do treat yourself, and you will be able to do that look we've just seen as well. Yeah. So we're going to learn how to create the kind of special pieces on this one.
We're going to make a cane.
Fab. Okay, great.
This is using the translucent clay. I've used translucent when you dilute other colours like this lovely strong purple, but I'd never used it on its own.
Okay.
And I thought something different.
Definitely. Something a little bit different.
Yep. So this one can take a little bit more texture, and it also, if you're not careful, it will pick up the dye from your hands because I've used the purple. I've dyed several of them. So again, we're just softening it.
So you're just...
Can you see, look,
it's cracking.
It's cracking. It needs a little bit more work, but it's worthwhile.
Do you want me to let you work that?
Yes.
I could see the terror in her eyes there, like, I've got to work this really quickly. Don't worry, I'll give you time.
Thank you.
I'll give everyone at home the opportunity to get their hands on something else. Do you want to do the micas or the gleam, producer Helena? Gleam, yeah, which set? The red set, okey-pokey. I've got the gleams for you here. Now, I know that you're a big fan of gleams. I just saw you there gleam over your eyes.
Yeah.
Why do you love gleams so much, and why do you think everyone else does?
Again, you buy a pot, but it lasts forever. A bit like the micro powders. A small amount just goes big way.
Goes a really long way.
And it's also nice to be able to, when you make something and it's baked and you get out and you think, there's something a little bit missing, I'm not quite sure what, add one of the gleams to it, and the difference to the texture is just amazing.
Really is. It really picks up, doesn't it? Let me show you the kind of what look you get, because if you've not seen gleams before, it's essentially it's a gilding wax. So if I just show you, it's not like the powder. It's not a powder at all. It is just a wax. It's got like the texture and smell of a shoe polish, really. It gives you, it is a bit like a liquid eyeshadow. It's that kind of feel to it actually that you get. This is going to last and last and last. You know, if you have it for a very, very, very long time, it might start to dry out slightly, but all you have to do is add a little bit of white spirits to it and you'll be fine. It'll kind of loosen up again and you can reuse it. It's going to add texture effect to your pieces in the sense that when you have used a stamp and you have got a texture, you can just lay a little bit of this on the top and it makes things look raised, a bit like we saw with the mica powder earlier. It's going to last you for ages. It's a beautiful trio that work beautifully together. You can mix them, you can use them as they are. Your price point today? £9.95. Or is it? We're going lowest ever price that you've seen for these. Your price point for a pack of 3. We hardly ever do this. We're going to today though. Merry Christmas. £6.95 for you. What do you think of that?
John, if you're watching, can you buy them, please?
Oh, lovely, John. And John, if you're booking another trip to Prague, I'm free in Feb. You have got a beautiful trio for you today. What would you do with these? What would you pair these with polymer colour-wise, if that makes sense? The reds.
I think I'd have a go at anything. Black particularly would be good. Nice. White, gold, purples, blues.
Loads then.
Loads.
The triple pack, £6.95.
I like to experiment, and at the prices that you're offering, you can just go for it. And if it doesn't work, well, it doesn't matter because you've not paid a fortune.
No, exactly. £6.95
But
for
sometimes
those.
lucky accidents, if by mixing strange colours together, you get some really good effects.
You're absolutely right. Okay, you've managed to condition that now.
Yes.
Fab.
Right, I'm going to make a simple cane. If anybody hasn't seen a cane, forgive me, I'm not the world's best cane makers, but here we go. I've got the central bit. I wanted to use this rather than the white. The white can be a little bit harsh. So I'm just going to go lay it on the clay.
Yeah.
Whatever colour combination you want. Roll it up. And then when you go a little bit too far, you should be able to see a line, and that's the point you cut.
Okay, good one.
So roll it back up again. It's useful when if you've got time, just to make that nice and smooth. I'm just going to go for it today. And then this forms the gold, forms the outer coating. Oh, I haven't cut that enough. Doesn't matter. That should be covered all the way round, but forgive me.
No, don't worry.
Okay. Give it a bit of a roll just to hold it. And I'm just going to cut off the end. Don't waste these little bits.
No, keep them.
Keep them.
Okay.
Roll them in. Yeah, roll them in little balls. And at some point or other, even if you use it as a filler. But again, some of these odd bits make the most exciting beads.
Absolutely true. You never know what you're going to get, do you?
So, you want something about 4 or 5 mil.
So actually, the kind of cutting block we had earlier might work well on these.
Very well. So say you want uniform generally, but on this particular one, not a problem.
Yeah.
You can go for it. To do the second one, just turn it. So I've got 2. And if you want to stretch it and because the central ones are the biggest, you just literally pull from the edge, roll and pull.
Okay.
And that's the smallest ones. So just keep chopping, rolling and pulling.
Okay.
So it started off roughly this size, which is a quarter, the centre bit was a quarter of the block, polymer clay block. To...
I see.
Yeah, that's...
I see. Perfect.
Okay. Now to get that funny effect, I've used a really technical piece of equipment, cocktail stick.
A cocktail stick.
Yes.
Okay.
So I've taken the clay and I'm just squashing to make, to flatten this slightly.
Okay.
Doesn't need to be too regular. And then I'm going to roll. What I'm looking for is a frill. So by rolling this and just moving it round. When I was doing this, it all went in one go. You watching me.
That is so beautiful. It's a nice way to doing it. Wow,
Right.
that is a lovely texture, building up really quickly.
Yeah, because this is end on, you need to turn it over. You could leave it like that if you wanted, put a gem in the centre,
Yeah.
make it into a ring. But because I'm going to use it on end on, you need to do it the other side as well. Hopefully you start to see the frill.
Uh-huh. So you're not sort of checking on the other side of, how you've done it on the other side, you need to copy it this side.
No,
It's
it's quite a rough and ready technique, and then a hole big enough to take whatever medium, whether I'm going to use I use beading thread, but you could use cord, satin cord, hemp, whatever you want to do. So you end up with this shape.
So it's double sides.
Yeah.
And can you see at the edge you kind of get that ruffle effect, don't you?
Because generally it's this end that you're seeing.
Yeah.
Rather than the front and the back. And then you I've separated them using crimp beads. Because they can, if you're not careful, because they can sit really close. But I just wanted to give it a bit of space.
Yeah.
Just to give the movement.
Give it a little bit of an effect. It is so pretty, it really is. And if you did want to do it in an alternate colourway of polymer, then you could, because actually I've got your centre translucent here. Can I ask you why you did the centre translucent?
I wanted the gold to glint through, and if you have dark, you don't actually get the sparkle.
I see.
Just subtle.
Yes, a subtle effect. I've got an alternate colourway for this. How do you feel this colourway would bring it to you?
Oh, fabulous. How, really going into spring after Christmas, wouldn't it? Or a holiday.
Prom. You have got a pack of polymer to top you up. This is cold as ice. I have got for you your translucent, I've got your navy blue, I've also got that beautiful turquoise tone, I've got the silver with the accent as well, I've also got that beautiful blue with the glitter involved, and lastly but by no means leastly, possibly one of my favourite ones actually, the peacock pearl. I just love this colour. So this is the selection of colours that you have, a massive array. Your price point today for all 6 of these should be $11.70. And obviously you've worked with polymer for quite a bit of time, a couple of years now. I presume you look out there and look at kind of other prices to expect. What do you think of that price?
I think that's really good. You could pay another 25% on top of that elsewhere.
And what about if we take it down to $8.95?
John, please.
£8.95 is your price on Cold as Ice today. It's quite a nice array of colours too, isn't it?
It's lovely. It's the contrast to my rich, warm colours. That's icy cold, as the title says.
Really
lovely.
It really is. Lots of you coming in for this. Don't forget, 57 grams in each one for you today. £8.95. Now, whilst you're here, we have got a mould, and I just wanted to talk to you about our moulds, because you have got, I don't know if you've got this one, but you've got this, have you? Do you love this one? Talk to me about this mould, please, because we don't have moulds on that often, which is a bit of a shame.
Funny enough, I'd got this little bit here, which is all the tail ends of from the first kit when I was working at home. And I think one of the good things about a good mould like that is you can. Oh, this is not going to open now, is it? With a hot
studio light.
Yeah. I've literally gathered every single scrap, even to the point of rolling it on. And if you can, I put this?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm just trying to think what would be a good size for this one. I'm not sure that I've got enough for here, but let's do the square one.
Okay. Just so you can have a look at these, and they are very deep, aren't they?
Just sort of how the effect is almost candy cane, isn't it? Just by chopping it in half.
Just show it to Ryan for me. That's it. Show him.
Yeah.
Yeah, there he is. Yeah.
Right, that's just all the scrap, and I didn't do anything with it. Let's have a look, see what this looks like.
So we're going to pop that in one of these moulds. This is the cabochon shaped flexi moulds that we've got here.
I just want to really make sure it's in.
So you really squidge it in, and then you get your cutter and just...
Yeah, just gentle, because it will, if the cutter's sharp and new, it will start cutting the mould.
Yeah.
So just gently. Again, if I was at home, I'd have some corn flour or I think there's a balm, isn't there, that you can use?
Yes, absolutely. You can use the lavender scented balm.
So it's just a case of gathering all the bits and pieces. Anything you can prepare before you bake saves you having to.
And look at how flexible this is, and it just pops out. And look at that. That is just perfect. It's domed slightly around the outside. It's got a beautiful depth to it, and that's the look you get. The great thing with this mould, which I will show you in depth now, is the fact that it links together beautifully. You can see in here, for example, this shape here with this shape here work beautifully to create this look here. So can you see you've got this shape as the bottom bit here, you've picked out this shape to do this part here, and then actually with the rope that you did earlier, you've just created the rope detail around the outside and linked them in together. And that's what this mould has been made for. It's been made so that you can get interlinking. You've got lots and lots of different ideas that you can make. For example, you've got the half link shape here, which if you turn this one slightly, you could do that as a design. You actually have this as a centre one and maybe two of these either side. You could create these as kind of, imagine doing two of this one and flip reversing it around so you've got one on the other side as well. Lots of different shapes you can do for this. You could do huge bib style with this, couldn't you? What have you done with your mould like this?
I'm actually in the process of working on a bib style one with this. Yeah, with some gems in between. I've wanted it for a while, but every time I seem to, it's on air, by the time I get to it, it's sold out.
It's gone already.
Yeah, it's a really popular, but I love the fact it's domed.
Yes.
You've actually got to you haven't got to finish your piece. It's done for you.
It is fab. You can use this for your polymer. You can use this for lots of other mediums as well, though. And what I think is lovely is if you do love this design, which don't forget you can do in your own colours. Actually, it's gorgeous, isn't it? Actually, look. There's step-by-step instructions on exactly how to make it, including all the rope detail around the outside and all of the kind of bail section as well, step-by-step instructions. So you can learn exactly how to make that. And it does show you, it gives you all the different measurements for the shields on there too. And actually, if you're one of those people who's quite mathematically minded, you can work out exactly how to do a massive bib style with, say, this being your centre section and then working down smaller and smaller and smaller, because it does have the measurements of the different sizes on the different loops here. It is a beautiful array. Your capuchin shapes in your flexi mould, just £12.95 for you today. What do you think of the quality of our moulds?
They are very, very good. I was going to say, this has been used so many times. Okay, it's a bit grubby now, but I've put him in the dishwasher as well.
Yeah, you can do, yeah.
But the fact that they flex so well, they're thick, they're chunky, and this, there's so many designs. You spend, and you look online, just to buy one, £4 or £5.
Yeah.
Here you've got so many.
Yeah.
And you've got the shape, but there's nothing to stop you cutting out discs.
Yeah.
To create, you can wire wrap them, all sorts of things.
That's so true, yeah.
Really
so
good.
once you've actually created, say, this large shape, nothing's stopping you getting one of your round cutters and just cutting out, say, a hole in the centre here or whatever it might be. You have got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 different shapes here, so 11 different moulds in a way. You can make your own cabochon shapes with these. Wire wrap around them, do whatever you like, even soutache with these, why not? Maybe you've been a little bit worried about working with cabs, but you want to get that look, put a drill hole through, create your own look with polymer. £12.95 for all of these today. Thank you so much for showing us all of your beautiful, beautiful pieces. We have got a little bit of time, and I know you just wanted to chat us through how you kind of did this design, because it's so stand out. With those beautiful purple flowers, they're so pretty. Just tell us how you kind of did this design, because it looks so beautiful.
Somewhere down here I have the flowers, but it's the lovely head pins on here as well. These are some of them are the floral shaped head pins that I was given. You just literally push the head pin through and then roll it. So if you just give me a minute, I'll try and find what I've done with them.
Yeah, of course, not a problem at all. Just to let you know that the flexi cabs are going quickly, of course. We don't really have them on that often. They are only £12.95. And to everybody, the ice cold as ice is on the bottom of your screen now. 6 blocks of polymer, beautiful palettes, just £8.95 for you. So do get those ones if you wanted to.
So I'm struggling to find them, sorry.
If you do want to send, no, don't worry about it. If you do want to send your text in for Lovely Sue, feel free to. All you have to do is text us 60777 or get in touch on jewellerymaker.com if you want to as well. Because she's here till 5. We all are. We all are. We're all here till 5. Cass, you're not. That's a lie. What time are you leaving at, Cass?
4 o'clock.
4 o'clock, whatever. Everyone who works hard is here till 5. You've been here till silly this morning. £12.95 is the flexi rubber, so check out those baskets, everyone. Okay, I'm with you.
I've got one that's not actually baked, but it doesn't really matter. You just pop it through.
The flowers you saw before, like we created with the sort of caption design.
On the earrings, the same style. I used the rolled coil just at the end because I just wanted it big enough to put the head pin through.
Got you.
On the necklace, because I knew it was going to be quite chunky, I did about half. So you just literally grip the head pin and then just push it away from you. You want to try and keep the head pin about the same place so you've got the same size coil. So just keep moving it just gently. It's going to squash the flower.
That's it. So you do that post-bake, obviously?
Yes.
And then we just strand it like that, do we?
Literally just thread them onto some beading thread.
And just loads and loads and loads and loads of them?
Yeah, loads. Some of them are just the single flower. This colour is created by the violet polymer clay mixed 50-50 with the white.
Brilliant.
And I've got some white flowers as well. And there are different kinds of head pins as well. So you can just double them up, some of them.
Some of them are doubled up,
some of them are doubled up.
The white in the centre and the purple around the outside. It's a lovely array you've got. It's really beautiful. It's kind of like an English garden. Beautiful.
Thank you.
It's really beautiful. Sue, thank you so much for that. We're going to give you a little bit of time with your challenge, but we're probably coming back to you in about an hour.
That's fine. I've almost finished.
Oh, lovely, lovely. We will be back with Sue after the break. After the break, what treats do I have in store, producer Helena? Lots of treats. Mini portfolio bags coming up for you. Some strands that perhaps you might not expect the price on, and I have some amber as well. Stay where you are, I'll see you in a bit.
Ho, 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 ho! Merry Christmas, jewellery makers! My name's Carol, and I'd like to wish you all a very happy Christmas. Ho, ho, ho!
You can now keep in touch by following Jewellery Maker on Twitter. Get interactive with Jewellery Maker.
Moonstone is actually very rare, and Sri Lanka is famous for its top quality. This mine is over 150 years old, and sometimes the miners find not just moonstone, but also ancient mining tools.
Polymer clay I love because it will cross all ages and all mediums. You can tone it with lots of different colours to make all the shades that you desire. You can mix it with resins, you can mix it with all sorts of mediums, but not just jewellery. You can also do things like add it to your scrapbooking, your card making, and children will love it. It's a non-toxic medium, so perfect for all the family. It would just be endless the amount of things you can make with it. I love it.
Our commitment here at Jewellery Maker is to provide you with genuine gemstones. Many places might not be able to do that, but we want to guarantee it. So how do we do it? We go to the laboratories and we get tests. We have our own in-house gemologists that can guarantee that when we say genuine gemstones, that's exactly what you're getting.
Download the Jewellery Maker app today. You can watch our Jewellery Maker shows live, view all the details of the item that is currently on air, as well as browsing all the items from today's show. You can also minimise the video or switch to use as a companion app. Get the Jewellery Maker app today and boost your viewing experience.
You can now keep in touch by liking Jewellery Maker UK on Facebook. Get interactive with Jewellery Maker. Come and join us this Christmas Day, where the fabulous Carol will be playing Father Christmas and bringing you cheery deals throughout the festive morning. She will be bringing you a joyful deal on our mystery 10-strand bundle. She will also bring to you our ever so popular storage carry case, perfectly timed for the new year. Carol is also joined by her festive elf, Mark Smith, who will be launching his long-awaited brand new DVD, Craft Fair Tips. All of this will be on Christmas morning, 9 AM till 1 PM on Jewellery Maker.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Design Inspiration. Thank you all for joining me today. Boy, oh boy, I know today is probably hectic for a lot of you. Some people have hopefully you've cocooned yourself inside, you've got your blankets on, you've got brews getting ready, maybe the idea of mulled wine is on your mind at some point later on this afternoon. Last minute wrapping, last minute shopping, whatever you're doing here today, we are here to calm you, to chill you, to give you some deals, some bargains that mean you don't have to fight outside. Just to let you know, today is our last afternoon that if you order today on the premium, the £4.95 postage packaging, it's your last day that we can say you will get it before Christmas. So get involved with us today. Make this a stress-free Christmas, shall we? And to calm you even more, we've got an absolutely wonderful new guest designer. She's oh so lovely, very talented, Sue. Hi, Sue.
Hi.
How's your first challenge going, love?
It's coming. I've got 2 pairs of earrings and a half a necklace.
Oh, good. Oh, beautiful. Oh, they go really well together.
I had some lovely gems to start with. Going into underneath, I came across the rose gold findings. Oh wow, what a marriage made in heaven.
Marriage made in heaven, we love that. Fab. We're going to be having a little look at exactly what Sue's created in about an hour. Let's get started with never been seen before plum pearls. Look how beautiful these are. Director Ben wants to know, could they be the most beautiful pearls in the world? Could they be? That is such a tune. Who sings that? Prince, of course it is. Of course it is, because that's one of the classic pasta making songs. When I was younger, my dad, whenever he made pasta, used to have just a small selection of CDs that he would put on, and that was one of them. Anyway, this is your plum coloured cultured pearls. Yeah, it was Prince, Simply Red, and then there was another one as well. You knew pasta was on for tea, because one of those albums would be on. You have got these never ever been seen before. No, genuinely, just when you made pasta. Anything else could be just the radio. Pasta night, different kettle of fish. So this is your plum coloured pearls. They are beautiful Baroque style. When we talk about Baroque, we are talking about style. It's not the location or the mollusk type, it is the style. So it's almost these kind of flattened bases that we've got there. You have got really, really wonderful shades that will go perfectly with that kind of duo we had earlier on. Do you mind if I show that? This was the pairing that we had before, wasn't it? They'd go so well, wouldn't they? That was a trio. Done, dusted. You have got a strand here of absolute beauty. Your price today is a bit of a beauty too. Just £6.95 for you on these today. Beautiful. Sue.
Sorry.
No problem. Sue, I know that last time we worked together, one of your highlights, I would possibly say, of the show was a little game I liked.
Oh, yes. Please, you're not going to play it again, are you?
Well, yeah, it was actually.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes,
On this strand, Sue, 3 worlds, plum-coloured cultured pearls. Go.
Natural, sparkly, and want again.
Oh, I love that. Very good. See, you're so good at it. You should want to play this all the time. Tell me why sparkly.
From here, the shine is incredible, the lustre. It's really, as you're moving your hand, the shine is just amazing.
It really is, isn't it? It's just sparkling at you. What would you do with this?
I could find 101 things to do with that. I'd love to make a necklace and some matching earrings.
Really cute.
Yep. Perhaps a little, you know what you had earlier on, you had the pendant, the silver sort of filigree type.
Yes, I do know exactly.
One of those as well. That would
really
be
pretty. Really pretty. £6.95. Get it whilst you can. Yes, please, can we do the opal? Oh, I've not had Ethiopian opal in absolute ages. I know I had it the other day, but before that I've not had it in a really, really long time. We haven't had a decent quantity of Ethiopian opal. What I will honestly say to you is the quality of this is sublime. Now, why do I love opal so much? Okay, for me, it's a gemstone which is going to hold your interest no matter what. If you create something with beautiful kind of fiery, high shine, pin fire opal, if you add it as a ring, that is going to catch your attention and other people's attention time and time again. I love when a gemstone reminds you it's a gemstone. You can't fake opalescence. You can't get kind of this gorgeous opalescent effect and look from plastic, because essentially the reason you get this is Mother Nature. And what happens is, so when we think of other gemstones, you might think of kind of crystals interlocking, which a lot of the time they do. They're not long shards like this though in opal. They're totally different. They're spheres. So they're little spheres all the way through, this tiny, tiny, tiny. And what happens is, when the light enters, as opposed to, say, you know, kind of a normal crystal structure we might imagine, when it enters the light, it will kind of ping off and just go off in one direction. But with a sphere, when the light hits, the light almost bends in a way around that sphere, which means you get this kaleidoscope of colour, which is why you get beautiful pinfire. And I'm so happy to say I have got pinfire on at least a third of these, and I mean tiny, beautiful little effects. Do you want to see if you can see any? Please remember the lights in here dull this out majorly, so if you do see any, that'll be a sign of the quality. Take a look. Oh, you can't really see any. Maybe a little bit on that one. Not much. Let me keep shimmying. I'm determined. Hello, did you see a bit more there? See a little bit more of your pinfire, and on this one too. You need to at least be doubling that in your mind, at least doubling, because there's so much of the pinfire on this. There really, really is. I'm shimmying across because I want you to see all of them. That one in the centre is giving you nothing. It is giving me an explosion of colour. It really, really is. It really, really is. Oh my days. Move along a bit more. Pinks in there, golds in there, kind of greeny reds in there as well. There are so many colours just bursting all over this astonishing strand, and it is your Ethiopian opal. Now, Ethiopian opal is renowned for the fact that it does give us pinfire. It can give us it in quite a high amount. It's quite an interesting location in which we actually get this from. I know that a lot of people, possibly when you're kind of first delving into gemstones, you imagine mining as just that, kind of maybe even digging a hole into the ground and being in like a cave like. Ethiopian opal isn't like that at all. We do mine for opal in, say, Australia in that kind of way, but in Ethiopia we don't. Actually, in Ethiopia it's on what is essentially a cliff edge. I've got a few pictures there. And can you see that cliff edge there? Now that is kind of the cliff edge that we get this. Now where that square is, I'll zoom in for a moment in you, sorry, where the rectangle is. We will zoom into that. That is a close-up of that, and that small ridge that you can see is a really small vein. It runs about 1 metre, 2 metres into the face, and what we do is you get the workers, you see the dots there, those are the workers working that, and that is us zooming in again. So you can see there's no kind of easy way to get to that. It is essentially on a face which has a ridge that can go and be kind of, you can go and get these gemstones. But you have to upscale down to that point. As you can see, the one we've just zoomed in on is where those gentlemen are working, in that box right there. It's totally worth it though, completely worth it to get this beautiful gemstone. Your price point today, now I can't say that I will always do this for you. I can't say for a second I will always do it. I will, every single time you see me in Opal, I will price slash. I can't say that. What I can say is, every time you see me with Opal, if I can, I will price slash, no matter what, especially today, because it's just before Christmas. I want you to get this gemstone. I want you to have this gemstone. I want you to have £5 back in your pocket with it as well. It is truly beautiful, and honestly, it has absolutely gorgeous colour play within this. It truly does. It really does. I know you can't see it, but just trust me on it. And if you don't, just get yourself a money back guarantee on this. Don't forget, 31st of Jan. Just give it a try. When you've got £5 back in your pocket, you may as well, hadn't you? And let's be honest as well. Let's be totally honest about this. It's getting to Christmas. We don't always get the gifts that we perhaps love, do we? And sometimes we might send quite a few presents back now and again, maybe. For example, me a couple of years ago, where I got about 6 presents that I thought they're never going to get worn. So I went to the post office with just basically a sack of presents. Like, I just want to post these back to the places, and they came on. It was all right. They were kind of off my parents and things, and they knew about it. So they'd kept the receipts, which was nice, because then I managed to get something that I really wanted. But you're probably going down to the post office to post something back anyway. So why not add this to your order? Because if you do want to send it back, you've got till the 31st of Jan, and you'll probably be heading down in that direction anyway. Is that just me who sends gifts back? It's better to do that, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's better to do it. Obviously, you know, not if it's a really sweet thought out present, but if it's just, you never wear it, you may as well, hadn't you? Swap it, or charity shop it. I do that a lot as well, charity shop it. £12.95 for, you say, 40 carats worth of your gorgeous Ethiopian opal. Anyone fancy a massive selection of cabs? If you do, this is the place to be. Look at this one. Wow. Very rarely do we see square cabs. Look at that. Very unusual will we have a square cab for you. Got the dome section here. Look. Huge pieces. How much price? Wowzers. That's amazing for the carat weight you get in. Look at that one. That is huge. Look at the dome on that. That is absolutely massive. You've got such an array, different shapes and sizes you're going to be getting here. Loads of different shapes. You've got, oh my goodness, can I just show you this one? Let me just shimmy it round. Druzy. Internal druzy on this one. I wonder if you can see it under these lights. You see it there? That whole section, internal druzy, really beautiful. Let me show you the amount-ish you'll be getting. So it's 2,430 carats worth, which for me equates to this massive amount here. You might get slightly more cabs, you might get slightly less cabs that will be slightly different, bigger and different, but what I can say is you will be getting around the 2,430 carats worth of your cabs. Different shapes, different sizes. They'll all be the same gem. They'll all be agate. Now what I will say is this is perfect for you to get your hands on if maybe you're relatively new to cabs and you've maybe tried one or two and then you've kind of felt a little bit frustrated. It can happen, can't it, when we try something new, jewellery-wise or anything. It can be a little bit sort of difficult to get your head around. Maybe you've struggled with one or two in the past, but you really want to get into it because you love the high-end look it gives you and offers you. Then this could be a great pack for you, because even if the first 3 or 4 don't go right, you've got loads more to try. Your price point today, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I've got 20 cabs here and you're paying just £14.95 for all of those today. I've got 20 of them here. So working out how much per one, my math said isn't on. I know it's less than £1. Is it? Oh, yeah, it is. What? No, you're wrong. You're wrong. Per gemstone?
I can't do math.
I can't do that. I can't do that. 76 pence. That's it. 76 pence for you today. Did you guess that, Ben? Lovely, lovely Sue. What do you think of our cab prices? 76 pence per one.
That's incredible. I just don't know how they do it. The price is amazing. When we were on holiday in Malta, I went looking for some cabs.
Yeah.
I just love gemstones, any shape, form, sparklies, real magpie. And you were paying £5–6 minimum for something like that.
Wow. And we're doing it for just a few pennies. It's absolutely astonishing, isn't it? Do check out your baskets. My producer's doing that weird voice that she does sometimes where she's like, oh. Some guys really need to just check out their baskets. It's a little bit like that. I love you, Helena. It is a little bit like that. So please do check out your basket. My director's described it as the way that my producer will say things like that when she's getting a little bit sort of frustrated will be, it's the way that a child describes to you why they don't like broccoli. And that is sort of it. That's exactly it. I've told you 1,000 times I do not like broccoli. It's a bit like that. Please do check out your baskets, because otherwise I have to put up with that in my ear. No. Oh, I love you so much, Helena. Have a look at this one as well. How have I not even shown you this one? Wow. Look at that. That is massive. Look at it in scale to my wrist. Wowzers. Lots of you getting this, multi-buyers. Hello, the Vale of Glamorgan. Oh, such a beautiful area. Somerset, Cornwall, Avon, Kent. Lots of beautiful, beautiful places. £14.95. I've got to move on because we're getting low in stock on that. Where to did you say? Sorry, sweet. Portfolio bag. I saw a new bag today. That's all I'm allowed to say. All right, it was a findings bag. Yeah, that's all I'm allowed to say. All right, it's going to be maybe around the £10 mark, but I'm not allowed to say any more than that. Although it does match perfectly with this. But I won't say any more. Have a little look at this. This is your mini portfolio bag that we've got here. Waterproof. You can hear that. You've got your logo on here. Let me show you exactly what I've got inside. Ta-da! Mini portfolio bag. You've got your section in here. Perfect for popping your tools in here. For example, ta-da! So you've got lots of little pockets. You've got 1, 2, 3 little pockets. Now, the thing with this is, what if these were your, I don't know, your snips? You'd be worried about putting anything in here because as you close it, your snips are going to scratch, they're going to rub against the piece you've made. Oh no, because, listen, you have got your extra secure covering on this to just protect whatever you put in here to here, protect it all. You've also got your pops as well on there that you can pop and unpop to hang things from if you wanted to. So you've got your little pockets in here with the zips as well. You've got lots of different kind of filled pieces, zip holders that you can fill with your own pieces. You've got a few pockets in here. You've got one that is purely clear as well. Great for if you are doing a stall and perhaps you want your business cards in there, or perhaps you just want some hidden change in there, you know, for when someone comes at you with a £20 note for kind of a £4 pair of earrings or something. It's great for that. And you've got that large pocket at the back as well, which is just double whammy. So we have got this wonderful waterproof portfolio bag. You know the price, do you, today? When I said you know the price, I mean you know £9.95, but actually not many of you will know this price. £7.95 for our mini portfolio bag. Why is it, you're asking? It's always been £9.95. Yeah, pretty much always been £9.95. The reason we're dropping the price is because we have got a new findings bag coming in. It's much smaller than this, much smaller, and it is a findings pack. If you want a zip up, then this is the one to get. But because we've got that in mind and we know that that's coming in, we've dropped this in price for you, but only for the last few of this today. Triple buyers, hello, how are you? £7.95 for you on this today. It's great when you can carry around with you kind of labelled pieces. It's lovely when you can carry around with you professional looking work pieces like this. £7.95 for you on this today. JRZX16 is your code. Let's do in the draw. Oh, very, very rare do I get to bring you this gemstone, but it's lovely when I do. It's got a gorgeous sheen. And I often talk actually about the sheen of this gemstone, but it's really hard to see until now. I think you can, well, I hope you can at home see the sheen of this because of the beautiful shapes. Take a look. You can, can't you? Can you see it a little bit? See the sheen in the veins? It's almost like a pearlescence, isn't it? That's what you get. Can you see it there as well? That's what you get in quality Amazonite. It can be tricky to see in some of the shapes that we have, but because these are so elongated, it's really, really beautiful. It has almost got that wet look about it, hasn't it? It really, really does. 100 carats worth we've got here, and you have got a graduation from around 9x6mm all the way to your centre, which is around 28x6mm on these. It's a beautiful colour palette, it truly, truly is. I would say if you want to add pieces to this, maybe working with, say, your emerald with this would be beautiful, because it is such an unusual gemstone. We don't have it on that often. We're not 112% sure where the name came from. Some people believe that the name came from the Amazonian River, although it's never actually been found too close to it. Some people also think that it has come from the Amazonian warrior women, because apparently in burial grounds this gemstone has been found kind of encrusted on armoury, on kind of your swords and your weaponry. And a reason they believe that is because in Amazonian warrior days they believed that this gemstone would give strength to women exclusively and only. It wouldn't have the same effect for men, but it would for women. It's a beautiful, beautiful, strong, plain slab selection. Sue, what would you do with this, please?
I would just want to bead that with something like silver beads in between, or pearls, some white pearls.
Gorgeous.
Or these lovely little spacer beads.
Oh, the rose gold?
Yeah, the rose gold. That would be, they are gorgeous, which I had them with the kit in gold, but the rose gold is beautiful.
Really pretty. I love that idea. You have got a really outstanding shot, really outstanding price point that we've got here. Your price today is just £9.95 for you on this today. It is truly wonderful. Let me see. Oh, actually, as a choker would be quite cute, isn't it? Like this, isn't it?
You take a couple of the smaller ones and make them into earrings to match it.
Yeah, really beautiful idea. Really, really pretty, and quite an ornate look, I would say. £9.95, not many of these left now. 100 carats worth. ZWRU96 is your price point. Get them whilst you can, just £9.95 for you today. Okie pokely. These are lush. If you want Have you ever looked in your stash and thought, I've got loads of gemstones here, but I'm not really sure how to put any of them together? This could solve your problem, because this is the chameleon of all gemstones in a beautifully eye clear form. Take a little look at them for me. They are stunning. Look at that sparkle. Look at the fire of these. This is your clear quartz faceted rounds. The faceting on these is spectacular. Now, if you do have a stash whereby you've got maybe lots of different blues, you've got lots of different greens, you've got lots of different yellows, etc. in there, but perhaps you just can't think of anything that will tie them together, this is the strand for you, because this will go with anything colour-wise. Did you get those pearls earlier? If you did, it goes perfectly. Look, because the colour beams through, it's going to go perfectly, isn't it? Because that colour's going to play through. What about if maybe, oh, what else? What about if I bought that, those serpentines before with the kind of edging around them? How about these? Yeah, that plays through as well, doesn't it? And actually, because these are slightly larger, you could have these right next to each other and you'd get kind of a double pop, double whammy of them. What about if I used even a really subtle coloured stone like my Ethiopian opal? It's quite a subtle colour, it's not too over the top power pot, but look, it still works beautifully. It almost magnifies the colours, doesn't it? It's almost picking them out and magnifying the colours of that strand. So if you do have a collection, or you've got loads of gemstones at home and you're just thinking my mojo's gone, I don't know what to do with them because they're just not talking to me, get your hands on a strand like this, get your hands on this strand, because actually when something clicks in your head of, oh, I can work that stone with that, and now actually that means I can add this stone and this stone from my stash, it really will kind of, it'll release your creativity again. We all have that time when we have loads of different blues in our kind of selection, but they just don't go. Well, this is going to help dispel that issue. It's going to help break up the colours you already have and almost magnify them, meaning you've got some beautiful workable pieces. Your price point for this little chameleon worker is just £11.95 for you today. This is the type of piece that is going to make all your pieces work together well. It's going to kind of exaggerate and increase the beauty in many ways of the pieces you already hold and the pieces you already have. Just £11.95, 255 carats worth. It's super duper sparkly. It's completely eye clear. It is a wonderful kind of glittering like effect. Magnifies the colours that you're working with. Of course, it will go with any skin tone, it doesn't matter. And even if you're going to have it in your hair, actually, it's going to go with any hair colour, isn't it? Because it's going to just span the colour of your hair through. £11.95 for you today. Last chance to purchase. New Mexico coming in, Somerset coming in, lots of you coming in. Do check out your baskets. £11.95 for you today. And actually, as I mentioned that serpentine, which would go great with this, I mentioned this one, didn't I? This is the one that we had on earlier, with that ridge at the side. I've also got another set of serpentine. Have a little look. Big, bold, wow pieces. So these ones that we've got coming up to you now, but they would go great with this strand we had on earlier, wouldn't they? Because, of course, it's the same colour. Pop these back in there for you. Okay, let's take a look at these individually. Oh, that's so pretty. What an unusual shape. Diamond shape, isn't it? Pretty much. Each one of these, it's a kite as well. Each one of these, let's go. I won't sing. Each one of these has got a slightly different shape to it. The reason being, we've essentially just got our lapidus to work with the shapes of the gemstone. That is wonderful, isn't it? The lapidus kind of picked out the individual sections, how these would kind of link well together, and has just worked those pieces in. I would hazard a guess. It's hard to tell with them without knocking them against my teeth, to be honest, but I would guess that these are serpentine spaces as well. Can you believe the drill hole on these? Let me show you. Seriously though, if you can get 1.5 through this without any issue at all, you could maybe actually even get some Viking knit through if you drew it down enough. You could even get some Kumihimo through here if you drew them down enough, couldn't you? It's absolutely astonishing. They're really workable for you, and the price is fab as well. It's serpentine, it's natural, and it's only £7.95 for you today. If you imagine that each one of these individual ones are cabs, because some of them are the size of cabs, well they all are, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. It's like you've got 9 cabs. Working out just a few pennies per one, less than £1 each, and then these spaces to make. Can I knock them against my teeth? Yeah, they are serpentine spaces. The little balls, the little round balls are serpentine spaces. £7.95 for you. Treat yourselves. Why not? Let's try the. Say to me again. Pete popped on the desk some rose gold earring findings. Wait, the box or these? These, the earrings. Fab. Tweezers. Have a little look. So we brought these to you earlier on, but they were in the silver colour. We've now got them in the rose gold. I know that you sell a lot of your jewellery, Sue. Can you tell me how kind of rose gold sells for you?
It does well. Not as well as silver, but I love rose gold. You can combine that with the right gems, and it just glows. And it's great to use with the copper wire as well.
Why do you think it is such a popular colour?
I think there are certain people that just love rose gold. That they find silver too cold, yellow too warm, but the rose gold fits nicely in between. It suits lots of skin tones.
Really will, won't it? It is beautiful. It is that kind of nice mix. Take a little look around these, if you will. This is how it would appear in the front of your ear. So you've got the little eye loop there, which you can dangle your head pin or your eye pin from to create a long link effect. It's up to you, your chain if you wanted to, or just a selection of jump rings. And then this will be your side view, so you've got your butterfly on the back there. And actually, if I just pull this, can you see when you look really close, there's a little kind of dimple here? You can't you? You can just see that little ridge there. That is like a little mark, but it's actually a little ridge detail. When you pop the butterfly on, you can actually feel that section, it kind of clicks. Now that's wonderful because it means you know that you have got a beautiful kind of the security there, the added bonus there, that you know it's locked into place. You don't have to worry about doing over the top design pieces. Your price point today on these should be $14.95. You're gonna love this price crash. Should be $14.95. It's going down in price, so under 10. It's just not $14.95, £7.95 for you on those today. That price crash is astonishing. You're looking at almost half price, aren't you? Isn't that pretty much half price that we're looking at on these? Because it should have been £15. It's just £7.95 on these today. Oh, there's plenty if you're coming in. I don't think anyone expected pretty much 50% off on these, but we have brought it to you today. PODLO2 is your code on this today. Get them whilst you can. They've got that gorgeous rose gold plating over the top. Really beautiful, warm, beautiful effect all over these. 9 carat gold actually on these, isn't it? The 9 carat rose gold on these ones. Lots of you coming in for this, about buy one get one free price really. What do you think of 50 pairs of genuine rose gold plated earring findings, half price pretty much, $7.95?
Absolute bargain. You could make absolutely stunning earrings with that. Just adding a simple pearl or my beautiful rhodonite. Those little hearts with that. I might just have to borrow a pair.
Ah, love that. Actually, Joe, I was thinking these would go quite nicely with that second kit you had. You know when you did the centre of the flowers on the cab?
Yeah.
Could you use these as centre points?
There's no reason why not. You don't have to stick to having them as earring findings. You can do all sorts of things with them. You could even use the little butterflies. You could use those as literally butterflies in jewellery. You can stick them in. You can do all sorts of things.
Oh, it's a really cutesy idea. It really, really is. Lots of you coming in for these 50 pairs of those. I do have loads to get in the next sort of 35 minutes, so I will try and get through as much as I can. Once you lot check out your baskets, that would be absolutely fantastic. Let's do some more findings really quickly on this one. There's loads and loads and loads. What I'm about to show you, imagine in your mind doubled up in a different selection of colours, please. I love that it's in this pack. Have you seen these little boxes? They're just fab. So, all of these that I'm going to show you come in the antiques bronze colour as well. I'm actually wanting to show you it in this. It's kind of this gunmetal tone, as it were. Let me get a few of these out for you and spread them across the desk. Have a little look. It is kind of a gunmetal style colour, isn't it? It really is. It's described as black plated copper. I have just put some of these on the desk. You have got loads and loads and loads of those in there. Looking at crimp tubes, 2 mil, looking at about 200. That's just in the black. You've then got your crimp covers. So these are your crimp bead covers. I'm dropping these 2. Why not? It's Christmas. I'm dropping these 2. These are about 50 of these you're getting in total. Oh man, there's another. Ooh, there's another one. So you get about 50 of those. You're also getting your little beads, your little spacer beads. Oh, I'm having so much fun here. There we go. So you get these little spaces as well, which are individual. Pete, I'm so sorry. I'm just kind of chopping these around. They're just going everywhere. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Pete. You didn't really get it. My director was like, are you going to shake your fist in anger, Pete, expecting like a YA order, but instead it was just kind of this, yeah, woo! Oh, Pete's getting ready for a party. I have also got a buffet. I've also got a selection of jump rings for you as well. Don't forget, you get it in black and in that antiques bronze as well, which I'll show you the colour of in a second, or 5. Your price, sorry, not your price. What's your size on these ones? Jump rings are 6 mil. I've also got some toggle clasps as well. 5 of the toggle clasps you're getting, all with this gorgeous kind of rope-like detail. You know, I showed you that design earlier on with the cabs. That on the kind of picture with those flexi cab molds, I said, oh, you can do the rope detail. These would go perfectly with that whole design, wouldn't they? They really, truly would. I've then got some of your shepherd's hooks with that lovely twirl detail, that gizmo-like detail, going down to the ball and then down to the head pin on those, the eye pin, sorry. And then lastly, but by no means leastly, gorgeous, gorgeous chain. Oh, a meter's worth of this chain. Let me show you everything I've just shown you. Imagine all of that the same in this colour too, because you're getting both colours. It's gorgeous, isn't it? So, your price, don't forget you get the box as well. Your price for all of them that you can see on screen is just £19.95 for you today. You do get the little box as well in here, which is great for storage with this, but also afterwards as well, isn't it? Really handy for you. Whether it's just carrying your different findings or even your different canes, whatever it might be. £19.95 for you today on these in that black, which is almost a gunmetal, isn't it? Great if you want to do some steampunk ideas. I'm sure Sammy would have loads of ideas for us on that one. It's absolutely beautiful, beautiful array you get in here. Loads and loads of findings, and just treat yourself. If you're running low, like I said, order-wise, we're not going to be getting any more orders in until kind of around the March time period, so do treat yourself today for those ones. Anybody want to get their hands on some Labradorite? Voted your favourite 2 years running. Don't forget, awards 31st of August. Keep your eyes peeled for those. Not of August. Why would I say August? August isn't even around the corner. I don't even know anything about August. I obviously mean December. I don't know. I don't know why August came to me then. There's no reason. Wishful thinking. No, I love Christmas. I wouldn't wish Christmas away. This is your gorgeous Labradorite we have here for you. Look at that. That is beautiful, isn't it? Gorgeous quality Labradorite. Will Labradorite win as your favourite again this year? Who's going to be our? Who's going to win our design of the year this year? I wonder. Oh, you know? Did you just say? You think you've got a good idea? Give me a hint. Who do you think it is? You're not telling. You haven't got a clue. You don't know. You don't know. You don't know. What? Yeah, name me. Oh, is it? For sure. Do you know that? How easy is she to break? That is so simple. I might know, but I'm not going to tell you. She's literally told me in under 40 seconds. I'm not telling you. You don't know. Yes, I do. It's... Oh, really? You have got 380 carats worth of your Labradorite here. Beautiful, beautiful plain rounds. You've got 12 mil on these. Really lovely workable effect. IVGP 16 for you on these today. Your price point is just £7.95 for you today. They are just beautiful. What would you do with these, Sue?
I'd probably I would mix that with some pink just for a change, because there's so many colours in that. You could mix it with anything: black, blue, pink.
Oh, yeah.
Some pink pearls would be different.
Oh yeah, it'd be quite a nice mix, that.
It would be different, but it's just fabulous. Just using them on their own with a really nice catch clasp. So you'd have the clasp at the front, and then the beads would go around the back.
Love that idea.
So it's simple but elegant. But the Labradorite, you can't go wrong. They're just a beautiful stone.
Really beautiful, really, really pretty. And don't forget, you have to go OTT, especially at that price, even just simple spaces in between.
Yeah.
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. 380 carats worth, congratulations all. Where am I going to, love? Solar quartz, oh my goodness. I've got my gorgeous spellbinding with me tomorrow. And she absolutely adores this gemstone, and so do I, to be honest. It is your solar quartz. Let me ask you something honestly. Have you ever taken your solar quartz outside? If you haven't, you're missing out. Take it outside. It comes alive. Not literally, obviously, but figuratively, it does kind of just, it comes into its own when it's outside, I think, especially when it's sunny outside. It is a beautiful, beautiful organic strand. If you want pieces that are almost quite calming, almost quite compelling, almost quite stabilizing in the sense that you can look at them and see that these are natural. You can see that this is Mother Nature. You can tell every single one of these has been created very tranquilly over thousands and thousands and millions of years. If you want that in your piece and your designs, I don't think you can get much better than this gemstone. Internally, you've got effects. You've got every single one individual and different, with almost kind of the spine of the gemstone running through quite a lot of these. You've got these beautiful details internally, different on both sides, of course. It's just a wonderful array that we have here of your solar quartz. It's going to be really nice, distinctive pieces. And what I will say, especially with your kind of colours, can we zoom in on one and maybe just have a little look at the crackled detail? Because you've got the crackled light detail of these. When you take them outside, what happens is the light almost gets caught. So can you see all of these? It almost looks like icicles, doesn't it? You see all these icicles. What happens is when the light enters and you're outside, when it's sunny on not so a cloudy day, what happens is, in these little lights, you almost get these little bubbles of rainbows, these little pops of rainbows. It looks like rainbow glitter has been thrown into the gemstone. It hasn't, it's just the way that kind of the light is affected by these. But just give these a try, really, really do. You can tell that they're natural in the form, and I think everyone else will agree with you that they are absolutely beautiful. They are your quartz from Africa, 150 carats worth, should be. Yeah, you heard me. Should be. 11.95. Not today though. It's a gorgeous natural looking form, isn't it? It really, really is. So treat yourself today. £7.95 is your price point on these. It should have been around the £12 mark. Not today. £7.95 for you. It's unique, it's individual, it's different. WQRU 76 is your code on those. Really, really pretty. Really pretty. And actually, I'd go quite nicely with this strand. Hang on, let me show you. See what you think. This and this. That is, oh hello, that as a pairing is really pretty. And actually, if you wanted to give it a springtime burst, this one as a pairing. That's really pretty. Right, the solar quartz is going, gone. Not many of those left at all. I'm going to bring you this bundle now. Come here, solar quartz. And the thing is, we know that this is going to be a great price bundle because as soon as Helena goes, oh, I nearly forgot about that, you know that it's going to be a real, real treat. Take a little look. Wow. Look at this selection. Your labradorite is gorgeous. The quality is astonishing. Just look as I'm moving it around. You can see the shiller and the sheen on this. Even with this atrocious light source in this studio situation, you could just see that dispelling across the surface of this. Absolutely captivating, mysterious, magnanimous effect on these. Stunning. You've then got your citrine with this bright burst, pop of interest, this light, this brilliance, this internal radiance. You've got citrus, you've got cognac, you've got whiskey tones running all the way through each one of these. 75 carats worth on that strand. And then, wow, you get the name, you get the prestige, you get the summit point of beauty and well-known gemstones. You get topaz, and this is 85 carats worth we have on this strand. You've got those beautiful graduated rough nuggets, and the thing that's great about this for me is the fact that when we think topaz, you might think high shine, you might think seriously faceted, you might think very, very hard worked, but actually with this we haven't got that effect, which is nice because it can bring you that kind of organic and natural effect with the high name too. This is a wonderful trio. It goes beautifully together. It's a beautiful price. Should be. Yeah, that's right. Should be. $13.95. I am going lower than that. I know you're probably thinking, well, it's topaz, it's citrine, it's amazing quality. I need to point out that a labradorite is amazing quality. Your price today is actually £9.95 for you today for 3 strands. You've got topaz, you've got citrine, you've got really high quality labradorite in there. They go beautifully together, but even if you don't want to use them together, just use them as a stash top up. Use them individually, just add them to your collection so that you've always got something individual for you to kind of work with there. Actually, even with that Ethiopian opal, these would work really, really prettily. Really, really beautifully. Wouldn't they? Really nice that colour palette in there. What about with that citrine I had on earlier as well? Adds a bit of brightness, a bit of sparkle. The peridot, let's go crazy with a little bit of springtime pop of colour. What about that labradorite too? Labradorite on labradorite, don't mind if I do. This is the type of pack that will go with so many different pieces that you've got in your collection. So why not treat yourself at that price for 3 strands? Worried not to? $9.95 for you today, and don't forget $4.95 postage and packaging if you do want them before Christmas. Now, I sent you a picture called Stars, my directors, plural. If you just want to find that, now's the time. It's called Stars because of the shape of this beautiful, beautiful strand. In your real deal, hardly ever see it. Cognac quartz. Take a little look at this picture. Take a little look. They are absolutely beautiful. Star shape. They are absolutely beautiful. They've got that kind of tabletop design, if I can just move this. And you've got these beautiful table-like appeal to this, if you see, and then that, if I show you around it, it's almost like your archetypal gem. So if I catch the light on the table, You're going down to the pavilion, kind of working around in those beautiful star colours. It then tips on down. If you tip it on down towards the culate as well, you can see that starlight detail is actually finished as well with that beautiful faceting around. Means you get this internal brilliance and this internal brightness. It really does shine to the light, and actually what it does is it draws your eyes into kind of the prongs of the star, which is really unusual, really unusual. It's a graduated strand as well, which again unusual, especially for strands that has this much workmanship. You have got 7 right at the end mil, all the way to 10. Imagine that as a ring, stunning. Your price point today is just £34.95. I mean, honestly, you would be looking at selling just a faux prong set ring or a real prong set ring like this for that price alone. Because look at how that rests on the finger. Just perfectly with that gorgeous little intricate design. Imagine this just as a kind of charm bracelet. Actually, if you're not totally sure how to work with these pieces, I've got a picture of exactly how you can. Now, this is with the same shape but with the amethyst version. Just look at those. Aren't they beautiful? Just real simple. They're by Deb. Just a real simple dangle selection that we've got on there. But really wonderful, workable and high-end look. And actually, I would go as far as to say, it's up to you obviously, but don't you think maybe this strand would go even better with that gold? Or what about with an antique bronze? That'd be stunning, wouldn't it? £34.95 for you today. Congratulations. You are ZC78. Gift bags, yes, perfect for this time of year. Don't forget, last day if we want it before Christmas with that £4.95 postage packaging. Let's have a little look. Perfect little gift bags. Let's be honest, some of you by now are fed up of wrapping. Save yourself a job with these and just get it with that £4.95 postage packaging. So one of my friends texted me the other day and I said to them, I really need you to help me with some packing, with some kind of wrapping that I've got to do, last minute wrapping. I need to do off all of my bits. And they said, oh, I'm so bad at wrapping. And it reminds me of when I wrap with the kids at work, because we wrap lots of gifts for their kind of loved ones and family and friends. And I've actually had children with sellotape glued, like stuck on their eyes, and they get it in their hair. How? How do children do that? If you have gone through that same pain and effort with me, then, or my director apparently, if you have had that same issue as me, then these are going to save you time. And they're gorgeous too. Should we have a little look at the different sizes? The smallest pouch we have is here. It's navy blue velvet, got a gorgeous sheen to it, and this is 7 by 6 mil. Lovely, thick, sturdy. You've also got, if we step up in size, you've got your 12 by 10 on this. You've then got your 16 by 12 on this. Again, all with your drawstrings at the top. You've also got 19 by 15 mil on this. And lastly, but by no means leastly, your £22 centimetre by 17 centimetre pieces. These are them in the sizes. 5 of these in total. They are super duper sturdy. They are really beautiful kind of velvet-like feel. Lovely warmth to these, lovely softness to these as well. They look really high-end, and they are actually. They are very high-end. I would say for me, possibly these are the most kind of high-end bag that I can think we've ever had on in quality wise, for me, that I can think off the top of my head. Really high-end beautiful pieces. Your mixed size, now let me just ask you this, let me just see, how much do you spend for those kind of you know, not the wine carrier bags, the smaller than that, the boxy ones? You know what I mean? The ones that if you put anything too heavy in, the handle rips off. Do you know the ones I mean? Normally for those you're paying, what, about £1 a pop, aren't you? Maybe even more than that, at least £1 a pop. Now, This is a completely different quality. This is fabric, this is a drawstring. This is going to last and last and last. This doesn't mean that, you know, you hand it on to one person and they throw it away because it's already got a tear in. This is going to last and last and last. These are serious quality. They are beautiful velvet. They are so workable, super duper strong. They're huge as well. If I said to you, you could get these for less than £5 each, I would hope that you were running to the phone right now, because I challenge you to find them, big ones like this, for £5. Challenge accepted and challenge taken, because you just have £6.95. That's just over £1 each one that you're looking at here. That is a wonderful price. And if you think about it, if you are going to have a stall, for example, if you charge an extra, I would suggest for the largest one, minimum an extra, what do you think, £4? Minimum an extra £4 for the large genuine velvet bag. Have you felt these ones before, Sue?
No, I haven't.
Sue, let me throw one over to you, because the quality I think is amazing. That's the second to smallest size.
They're fabulous, aren't they?
Aren't they fab?
If you're making a high-end piece of jewellery, what a lovely idea to put that in.
Yeah.
It immediately puts the price up.
It does, doesn't it? And for 5 of these, all in different sizes, it's just £6.95. What do you think of that?
That's very good value.
It is, isn't it?
If you tried to buy something like, even if you just bought a paper bag from, you know, a low-cost shop, you're spending quite a bit of money.
You are, yeah, and you can't reuse them again and again like this. No. And what I quite like the idea of is, what about sewing your logo onto here, or your business card onto here? That way, once you give this on and they give it on, and again and then, they've still got your info there for any handmade jewellery they might like. £6.95 for you on those. I just think they're fabulous for this time of year. Carnelian. This is a lovely, hot, bright strand, and it's about to get a lot hotter. Take a look. Oh wow, isn't that gorgeous? That is absolutely beautiful. Flame-like in appearance. Oh, it's so spicy in appearance, isn't it? You have got gorgeous flame-like tones running across these. You've got this beautiful kind of zest, this kind of Satsuma effect running through. You've got real high shine, brightness. Look at that. Look as the light spans through. You've got from these deep kind of honey tones. You've almost got pollen-like tones, all the way to these really kind of heaty burnt umbers and these ambers and these beautiful hot tones just working all the way through these. You have got on this strand a graduation of between 7x5 and 16x9, and they are exquisite. You've got the heat of the colour itself, you've got the boldness of that saturation, but then you've also got that added sparkle and light and flash from the facets. I'm about to make this hot, I told you that. Price today should be, I told you, should be. We're gonna drop it like it's hot. Your price point today is not £15. Your price for this strand is just £10.95 for you today. That is a sizzling, scorching little price point for this gorgeous, warm, heaty strand. BLRU14 is your code on this. Get yourself on the phone when you're getting money back on such a beautiful, eye-catching piece. The graduation is phenomenal. It means you're going to be able to create a real kind of statement pieces. Really delicate. Look at those, so cute at the end. Big, bold monsters in the middle there. You've got flames, you've got brightness here. If you want heat, if you want warmth, and let's face it, at this time of year, we're trying to constantly add a little bit of heat and warmth to the situation, aren't we? £10.95 for you today on these. It's 125 carats worth of your carnelian. It is bright, it is bold, it is stunning, and what I will say is, did you get that agate before? Because I'm just thinking, how well do these go together? Don't they? That's from my cab collection earlier. Or even, look, I've got quite a few in that colour palette. Look. Oh my days. It's just such a gorgeous array. It really, really is. £10.95, money back in your pocket. Thank you everybody for getting your hands on that. I love it. I love it. let's do in the drawer. Give me the info, please. Really? The fact that you're going to get this strand for under £30 with the workmanship that's gone into this is a not to be missed opportunity. Only been seen 2 times before. Natural African ruby. Take a little look. Wow. When we're working with workmanship like this, we are working with something very special. It's craftsmanship. It is Mother Nature. It is a beautiful kind of amalgamation of so many different wonders of the world. It's Mother Nature in its form, because this is totally natural. It's not been messed with. It's totally and absolutely natural. But it's also got in there, from Mother Nature to kind of humankind itself, it's got the workmanship of years and years and years of training by these amazingly talented lapidarists to create this look. You've also got kind of the amazing, again with human nature, you've also got this amazing kind of eye-catching effect of the fact that to create these looks and to work with this stone, you need some serious machinery. You really do, to get such perfect an effect and such a beautiful facet on these. We know that ruby in itself is an absolute rarity. It is a gemstone which I would strongly encourage you to, whenever you get the opportunity, just to remind yourself of the price. And do you know what I need to say? If you are a jewellery maker, you've been jewellery making for a while, I know that when I say to you, you know, go out, do your research, remind yourself of the price of ruby. Don't go to necessarily the online websites that you guys know. Don't perhaps go to the kind of, you know, the websites or the shops that you might only know if you're in the trade. Go to the one that the majority of people will go to. Go to those big end, high-end stores. Go to those big, well-known places that you can get pieces like this, if you even can. Go to the places that you think the vast majority of people outside of the jewellery making community will go to, because that is the true point of when you remember, pow, that is the price I would expect. And if you do that, and if you do it enough, you're going to be shocked and amazed when you do see that the price for this is actually £21.95 for ruby. You would never have expected it before you got into the gem trade, I highly doubt. Before you found Jewellery Maker or your other websites, before you started jewellery making, I highly doubt you would ever expect to see 65 carats worth of this at all for £21.95 for you today. I would very rarely doubt that. I truly would. £21.95 for you on that today. Can I squeeze in one more? Because we promised that amber cab, didn't we, before the break? Let me squeeze one more. Squeeze one more in. Low quantity. Squeeze one more in because we promised we'd bring this to you. It is your amber cab. Oh, I've got to squeeze this in really quickly. Oh, it's stunning. How gorgeous is this? This is your amber drop cabochon that we have here. You are getting a 12 by 18. Now I know a lot of the time with amber, when you've been getting cabochons, we haven't been able to guarantee you a price, a size, have we? Today we are. You're definitely getting this drop style cabochon, 12 by 18 mil on these. If you're not sure what amber is, it doesn't have a carat weight because it is an organic. It is essentially a resin from a tree. It's a resin which does not decompose over millions and millions of years, and that means that it's a sticky substance when it exits the tree. And what that means is naturally animals can get captured inside, organics, flowers, leaves can get captured inside as well, which is why you get this stunning effect, every single one unique and different. Your price today It's just £7.95 for you. If you've been on holiday recently or in the last year, and if you've been, say, to America, the Caribbean and so many other locations, you'll know the price that you're expecting to be paying for amber anywhere else. But we give it to you, as always, at the best price we can possibly bring. £7.95 for you. Get it whilst you can. We promise we bring it to you, so we did. £7.95 TM GY74 is your code. Sue, I'm heading on over to you. Do you want to come and walk over? Let's see what Sue has managed to create with all of her pieces. Now, just to remind you, Sue was given 2 strands today, weren't you?
Yeah.
You were given 2 strands. You got given, oh, really pretty. Oh, you got given that marcasite. I forgot about that. Wow, you've made plenty, Sue.
And I still have more left.
And you have more left?
Yep.
You have got, it's on the side of your screen now is your marcasite. So you've got these here. Wow, that's so pretty. How have you done these ones here?
I found some head pins with the stars, and I just literally threaded it on about 5 minutes ago, and I was thinking, time's running out, what am I going to do with this? And I just sort of flicked it and squashed it. And
that's
away
really, really beautiful. So that is your marcasite. You've got a whole strand of that for £7.95, 10mm drops on these. And then you had your rhodonite, which are the hearts that were at the bottom of the screen, 14mm on those, £6.95. How are they to work with?
They're lovely, as you would expect. Hearts, you can't go wrong. They can be charms, they can be threaded, to form like bow ties.
Yes.
There's all sorts of things. They're just a lovely shape.
Lots of fun you can have with these. I love this, pairing them together.
Yes.
What gave you that idea?
They did. I just put them on the tray and I just tipped them out and I thought, yep, they go. But I think the key was I found this lovely bag of rose gold.
Perfect.
They just went perfectly.
Thank you so much for today, Sue. Have you had fun?
I have indeed.
Good. I'm really, really glad. When are you next with us?
Middle of January, and I think I'm doing an evening show.
Brilliant. You're going to be on the Late Show. Thank you so much for today. It's been absolutely wonderful. We are going to put lots and lots of pictures of Sue's pieces up on our Jewellery Maker Facebook page, so keep your eyes peeled for those, definitely. I will be back with you tomorrow. I'm joined by my partner in crime. I've been allowed to work with her again, that's nice. It is my lovely spellbinding Laura Binding. Late Show with Ed and with Sarah Elvin as well. We will see you very, very soon. I will see you. Come on, Ed.
Oh, hello.
We'll see you very soon.
Come and join us this Christmas Day, where the fabulous Carol will be playing Father Christmas and bringing you cheery deals throughout the festive morning. She will be bringing you a joyful deal on our mystery 10-strand bundle. She will also bring to you our